Hello there, hello there, hello there, hello there, hello there. Welcome back to the Random Show with your host, Agostino Zinga. This is the Random Show, episode number 306. That's tres zero seis, I think, in Espanol. But if it isn't, then who cares? But we're back. Random show settings with your host, Agostino Zinga. I hope you are doing well wherever this live stream may find you. I hope you're doing swimmingly. Now, today's particular stream is not going to be a long one. It might be a bit of a short one, world record, but we're going to stream regardless because I need to get this out there. I've been having a moan in my latest Taz episode. If you haven't watched it before, I had a bit of a moan about the realization about how short I am in coming up to fulfilling some of my previous, escapades and shit. In general, I've realized actually that I need to retrain myself to do as much as I was doing in the past. Even though before I thought I was slacking and I thought I wasn't doing enough, but now that I'm locked into a full-time job and working Monday to Friday more often, I've now been seeing that there's less time. Even though I have a little bit more financial security and stuff, I have less time to do things, And the thing is weird because in the past I was working just as hard, but I didn't feel like I was doing as much, which is weird because I was doing way more than I'm doing now. So I've just got to figure that out. So I had a bit of a moan about that on Taz actually. So check that out if you're that way inclined. Some good little bits in there. But yeah, I've got to do a few more streams this week, obviously to make up for the lost stream that I didn't do last weekend or last week because I was tired. Coming back from work, gymming, running, all that malarkey is absolutely killing me. Okay, so bring out the violins. Today is a fucking sympathy stream. Okay, if you haven't realized that today's a sympathy stream, bring out the violins, get out the accordions, get out your pianos and play a song for me. Cry for me, cry for me. Madonna said, "Don't cry for me, Argentina." No, cry for me, Agostino. Cry for me, if you may. I beg of you, please cry for me because I need your tears. Okay, I need your tears, as Brendan will say. I need your tears, please, por favor. Give me your tears. But yeah, big up everybody in here. I appreciate it. I see some violins in the stream chat. Big up the violins. Big up the sympathy gang. Big up sympathy gang. Big up the niggas crying. Don't even have a family and shit, crying about how hard it is to work and that. Big up, big up. First world problems and that. Big up. Cry, 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 cry more, cry more. Big up everybody. Appreciate you. Big up everybody in the stream hanging in there. So mostly today will be watch along of the latest Tfatk. Today will be mostly a watch along of the latest Tfatk. Okay, today will be mostly that, but I will cover some bits and pieces that I saw on the old social medias and shit and the old fucking Tfatk subreddit. So big up everybody on there for posting all of the things and whatnot. All right, cool. So let's just get into the show. Let's not waste any more time. Let me just get all this stuff up in here. I'm slacking a bit, please forgive me. But hopefully all you guys are well, wherever you may be. Hopefully you're all good and all that malarkey in between. I'm here moaning about my shit, but I'm sure everyone's got their shit they need to fucking focus on. So let's just get into the show and have a good time for the time that we do have each other, alright? Alright. Bear with me 1 second as I get all this stuff on to load. Cool. I got the chat up and shit. Yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go. Yeah, big up David Clements. What's going on? What's good, Don Dot? I need to do a chin track of the day. Yo. You know what, Don Dutter? That's a fucking terrible idea, but also a brilliant idea. I'm not gonna lie. It's a fucking terrible idea. It's a horrifying idea. I want nothing to do with that idea. But it actually might be a bit of a genius idea. I'm not gonna lie. It might legitimately be a genius idea. A tune of the day, a track of the day for random shows similar to Taz, but it's gonna be a Chin track. Could you imagine me having to listen to Chin's music and pick the best track and then have that be the song of the day for the stream? That might be a fun little exercise. I'm not gonna lie. Big up Don Dotter. I might have to follow through on that one. I might have to put myself through listening to Chin's music, like for real, like actually his albums and his songs. I'm not sure if he's got albums. He might just have like a mixtape. I don't know, but I might have to do that. I might have to listen to it. I swear to God. Or maybe I'll do that on Kick actually, because Kick won't take me down, innit? But anyway, regardless, that's a really good idea. I might do that. Big up Don Dutta. You're a G. Big up everybody in the stream chat. Big up Lee Shay, Manuel, I see you. Sarlux, I see you. LB, Stinger Goo, Wagwan, NJ Ranger, what's good, my guy? Stephen Castaneda, I see you. G Warn, what's good, brother? Long time no see. G Warn, what's happening? Abe Martinez, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Who else is here? I see Dapper Drums, what's going on? Caden C, Coilo was here earlier. Wagwan, everybody, appreciate all of you. What's going on, Tony FM? I crashed out. We made it to the what? I crashed out yesterday. Life sucks. Okay, sorry about that, Tony FM. Yo, big up King Bayo, man. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Big up Apex Panther. Unscathed. Honestly, man, Brendan's a gift that keeps on giving. He's amazing, isn't it? Unscathed, you know. Unscathed. Oh, fucking weirdo. Anyway, let's continue. Let's just jump right into it. So, first things first, I want to talk about quickly before we jump onto the fucking, what you call it, Bappa shit, Tfatk shit. This picture, innit, that's gone viral, right, on Tfatk subreddit. And I think I spoke about it live because I reacted to the actual interview itself in full. But this picture, innit, of Brendan doing that interview during SEMA, during the SEMA live stream. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe he's like really committing to this like car guy. It's not even a car guy now. Now he's almost cosplaying as like a mechanic, chop shop, mod shop, handyman type of cosplay. Because I think the car guy cosplay was like still in tune with trainers, because I think that's the whole world, right, in LA, to be like this douchey guy that wears like expensive sneakers and plain clothes, but then drives a Porsche or a Ferrari or a Lambo, right? So it's kind of intertwined, like being into watches, liking sneakers, and then liking like fast luxury cars. But now he's wearing these like Dickies. I forgot the other brand. It's a workwear brand, and it's always got like a little elephanty type of logo. Is it an elephant? It's like a little cartoon character. I forgot, but people wear that like mechanic workwear. People wear it. I forgot the name of the brand, but he's wearing all this like Carhartt, Dickies inspired workwear, kind of like mechanic shirt things, right? He's got one on there, and obviously it's a SEMA one, so he's obviously bought it to look like something, and he also took off his hat to look like a workman, you know, to have that kind of like, hey, blue collar guy, simple dude. There's not much jewelry going on there, not much bling, and you know, it's just like, bruh, you don't need to dress like this. You don't need to like pretend that you're some sort of mechanic guy when you're not. Like, there's nothing wrong with just being a guy that's got money and being into cars and just buying a bunch of cars and trying to mod them, but then not doing it yourself and getting shops to do it. There's nothing wrong with it. Just a different version of being a car guy. You don't need to like this is actually way more offensive and painful to watch and to see than it is just to be like the guy with money just buying cars. There's nothing wrong with this at all. Like, one, of course, they're both douchey. I get it, but is there anything wrong with being rich and having nice taste or expensive taste, sorry, and dabbling into cars and stuff? Not really. Brenda doesn't seem to think so. He wants to like, it's almost like he's not happy just being the guy with money that buys cars. He also needs to be seen as a guy that fixes cars and knows a lot about cars, but doesn't actually want to get to know it. That's a weird thing, because I always thought, beggar, you know, forgive me for being wrong here. Forgive me for being wrong here, right, guys? Forgive me. I beg of you, forgive me for being wrong here. But I always assumed being fake it till you make it, the mantra of fake it till you make it, the philosophy of fake it till you make it, I always thought the idea behind it stemmed on that. Do you remember that like legendary like folk tale we all got told back in the day? Do you guys remember the story where you all got, I'm sure you all had a version of it you heard back in your life, where somebody told you a story about this guy or girl who went to a job interview or turned up at a place that she didn't have a job at and pretended to work there, or dressed in a particular way that would make it look like she worked there, and then managed to finesse themselves into an interview and then got the job. Do you guys remember that? Everyone's got that kind of version of a story that they've been told by a friend, or somebody that lied on their CV, got given a job they weren't meant to, they didn't kind of have the qualifications for, the experience for, but then once they got their foot in the door, they crushed it. Everyone's kind of heard that version of a story, right? Usually fake and made up, but everyone's heard that sort of tale. So that's where I thought fake it till you make it came from. That sort of idea of like, hey, fake it till you make it to get your foot in the door. And then once you got your foot in the door, you make like you make up the difference of the lack of knowledge and whatever by learning on the job type of thing. So by the time people figure out you're fake, you already made it and you got all the experience there behind you. Or by the time people realize that you made it through like, you know, deception, it's a bit too late. But Brendan's way of fake it till you make it, exactly, big up NJ Radio, that's the one. Dress for the job you want to, exactly, there's the one, that kind of thing. But Brendan's way of fake it till you make it is weird because it's like, he got given his career by Rogan anyway, which is a kind of a cheat code. But ever since then, I don't feel as if like there's ever been a moment of like humility, of like realizing, oh shit, I lucked out. Let me make the best out of this. But let me also use this rare opportunity where I lucked out to just learn a bunch of stuff and just get balls in deep into things because I got the ability to do so because I've got all this like, you know, breathing room. I got this money, I got this fame, I got this network, which is never going to, you know, he's never going to be broke. I know some people out there want him to be broke and want him to fail, but he's never going to have to work at fucking Target. You know what I mean? He's good forever. As long as he's friends with Rogan, and he's good forever. Especially when his dad made a lot of money, he's never going to go down to having to work a regular job. So if I was him and you got the Rogan co-sign, just use this opportunity just to like do a bunch of stuff, but to just go fully into it. Jump in at the deep end instead of like this pretending. It's not even a comedy. Oh, I'm just gonna do comedy, but you don't really go all the way. You don't really write your own jokes. You don't really like try and get funny. You don't really go and perform around the country and do open mics. You just do enough to get by, like the bare minimum. It's almost like this. Like, why dress up like a car dude when you could just take all this money, all this stuff that you're doing, just and go learn how to actually be a car dude? Just, I don't know, buy a banger and try and fix it up yourself. I don't know, put a YouTube video on loudspeaker and then try and, I don't know, follow the instructions of how to reinstall an engine, how to fix this, fix that, realign, do this, change the suspension, change the brake. Like, there's little projects for the weekend or even for the day because you don't have a job. You can just do it every day. You can do different projects every single day. Actually learning how to like take apart a car, take it apart piece by piece, build it back up again, you know. Ordering parts from China, Japan, far-flung places, they're incorrect or they've been 3D printed, getting pissed off. Like, just go through the actual thing instead of just dressing like a car guy. Like, what is this? Just dressing like just dressing like one. Like, I've got this car guy shirt on, this mod guy shirt on. I've got this horrendous haircut, this shitting grin. Look at me, I'm a car guy, mechanic guy. Really? Big up Asad Aziz. If Brendan really dressed for the job he wants, he'd be walking around in a Buffalo Bills helmet and a custom Schaub jersey. Yeah, looking redacted. That's fucking hilarious. Exactly. Yo, big up, what was that? Groom Roger. What he said, yo, AZ, I tried that guarana and tried to take a drink. Wow, too much caffeine. Only if you think it's got caffeine. I think it's just really sugary and bubbly for me. It's too gassy. I'm not really the biggest on fucking gassy drinks, but that drink is banging, man. I smash it so much. I've drank too much of that shit. I gotta relax because it's, you know, it's full of sugar. But big up G Woon, appreciate you, bro. Big up Coiler. Only time he came to close to humility is when he went to Skankfest and scared out of his mind. Even then, I don't think it was humility, brother. I think that was like manipulation. I think he knew the audience. He knew what they wanted and he gave it to them. I don't think that was really real anyway. I think that was is that called manipulation? Like, he kind of just did. He knew what that audience wanted, and he gave it to them, or he knew what that setting needed, and he had that come to Jesus moment. But it wasn't real. He didn't really believe anything he was saying. You know, it was kind of fake in a way. Big up King Bayo. Why would he try AZ when he's so far not trying? Yeah, that's King Bayo. That's a brilliant point. Brilliant point. Why would he try AZ when he's so far, he's not trying, has kept him rich? That's a good point. Very, very, very good point. But I feel like it's not necessary. Like, he could be like far better off if he just tried. That's what I just think. I know he's been rich and successful doing what he's doing, but he could be far better off if he just tried a little bit. Like, just for himself. Because I get the feeling that he is really bored. I get the feeling that he is really lonely. he needs friends. He's a grown man, you know what I mean? He doesn't really have any friends outside of comedy or outside of podcasting. Now that comedy's gone away, and now that the podcast isn't what it used to be, and they've been kind of excommunicated because of their stance on the whole Brian Callen thing, Chris D'Elia thing, the Bobby Lee thing, how that happened, the Kyle thing, you know, no one likes them anymore. So none of the good comedians who they want to hang out with are going to come on their show. So it's just him and Brian Callen really, insane as a fucking chin. So he's kind of lonely. So I get why he got into the car thing, to kind of find a community and hang out with people. But it's like, bruh, just get into it properly. It's not that deep. But hey, what do I know? Then continuing on from that, we got more car grift nonsense. Him in his car wearing this. Now, I guess this is part of the new merch. These like workwear shirts, like these fake mechanic workwear shirt things. Look at this promo that he did for Veterans Day. Promo for fucking Tfatk. Drive Fast or Gas is now a veterans sponsored, I guess, a veterans what do you call it, what's that word called? They're veteran, not endorsed, they champion veterans. I don't know, there's a term for it, but in general it's him kind of, again, more cosplay, more larping, more nonsense, more army virtue signaling. It's fucking disgusting, really, to be honest. Yo, big up Sarlax, appreciate you. Wagwan Sarlax.
Chin up AZ, life is tough, but you can do it.
yeah, exactly. Life is tough. Who knew working a full-time job and balancing content would be difficult? Who fucking knew? Who fucking knew? Oh, big up, big up, big up. Let's play this one. Let's play this. Let's see this one. Oh.
Happy Veterans Day.
Look how he talks as well. What's wrong with his mouth? Is that him trying to enunciate?
What's up, fam? Happy Veterans Day. It is a big deal.
What is that? Is that him trying to enunciate? Why is his mouth moved like that?
What's up, fam? Happy Veterans Day. It is a big deal in honor of all the veterans out there, including my own family, my dad, my grandpa,
me. I love how he makes it all by himself, by the way. It's meant to be about veterans, but he turns it into an opportunity to brag, I guess, to boast about his whole family being in the army, or having, you know, experience in the army. It's like, or who haven't served their country. I love how I also feel like he only's mentioned this in recent years, since he's kind of been leaning right and started this right-wing grifting. I don't think I ever heard him mention all the veterans in his family before this. Or maybe I'm bugging. I feel like now that he's kind of leaning right, he's now decided that, you know, he's all about the veterans. He's all about he's all about the army, eh? He's all about people that serve their country. It's like, all right, guy. I love the hat, by the way, as well. The war hat is fucking hilarious.
Happy Veterans Day. Here at Drive Fast All Gas, we definitely honor that. That's why we linked up with A Hero, who does so much for all the veterans out there. And part of the proceeds of these giveaways goes to A Hero.
Yeah, big up Assad. Big up Assad.
Happy Veterans Day with a hat that say war to really bring out the PTSD in them.
Perfect. Very tasteful, very subtle, very on point, very classy, you know, very classy, very, very, very classy. That's what veterans really want to be reminded of, isn't it? Very, very classy. Very, very, very classy. Big up Assad Aziz.
Support all the veterans. So in honor of that, in honor of Veterans Day, we are doing 10% off the entire website at Drive Fast All Gas. Also 40 times bonus entries for any purchase. I would freaking love if a veteran won this.
Yo, big up Sarlux. Allegedly, it's a band. This is a band called War. So why is he wearing it? He doesn't listen to. There's no way he listens to any music, to be fair. Brennan's definitely just puts on Sirius XM. Whatever's playing, he plays it. There's no way he listens to bands he knows about. Like, no way. I bet he couldn't name a track that he likes. No way. He's the kind of person that whatever's playing on the radio, he just plays it. He couldn't name you a track. Doesn't know any idea of an artist. So I don't think he knows what this band is. No fucking way.
This Mustang, there's nothing more American than the tradition of Ford Mustangs. We also partnered up with Roush, which is as American as it gets.
The car is fucking aggressive. In honor of Veterans Day, I'm grifting this car, you know. The grift never ends, innit? It's fucking kind of tasteless, isn't it? In honor of veterans, enter this fucking raffle to win this car that I'm selling. Wink, wink. That's gonna go to somebody that I don't know. Wink, wink. Fucking hell, mate. I think war veterans probably get pissed off with this sort of stuff, innit? They probably get pissed off with this sort of shit. It's bad enough when people are standing in front of Target or Walmart with their little clipboard asking for donations because they've got PTSD or they're a veteran, and basically using war as an opportunity to beg for money on the streets. And then you got this guy who never served using his distant relatives as props to make himself look morally superior or something. It's like, ooh, I just don't get the shirt, bro. I just don't get the shirt. I don't get, like, now you're into cars, you have to wear this. These like pristine clear, these pristine fresh out of the bag mechanic shirts. These pristine fresh out the bag, not a fucking droplet of engine oil, right? Or dirt or whatever, or gunk on it. Pristine as they can get mechanic shirts to be a car guy. That's what you have to do. And you have to obviously have your hair like this, right? Fucking hell. And here's the thing, he was really handsome back in the day. Back in the day, Brendan was super, super handsome. Now he just looks like that. Like, look at him. Like, he looks like, no offense, but he kind of looks deformed. Like, no offense. Don't demonetize me, please. But he kind of looks deformed, doesn't it? Like, it doesn't look, like, I don't know. I could be bugging here, but it doesn't look good. But again, what do I know? Nada. Absolutely fucking nada. Let's continue. Chin clip. Big up the person on this Firing the Kids subreddit who posted this. I'm not going to say any words. Big up the person on the Firing the Kids subreddit who posted this. I'm just going to press this, make it zoom, make it full screen. I'm going to restart it to 0. I'm just going to press play with no interruptions the first time around. You have to listen to this in full. Big up, Chin.
It means something.
Did you play sports growing up, Chin?
What? Just during recess.
Yeah, so that's a no, bro. And just running around the swings and call that playing sports.
As a kid, I was at basketball league. We lost every single game to everyone.
I can't believe you said recess.
No, because during recess, I killed it.
Kickball team.
No, in recess, I killed it with football because I was fat and strong, and they give me the ball, I'd run.
Why didn't you?
Boom, 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 boom.
Why didn't you play like on the team, like in high school or Pop Warner?
The coach or the what do you call them? They're not their coaches, right?
Yeah, dude.
The people.
This is tough.
The recess people. The people that.
The recess people. What the fuck are you talking about?
What do you call the person?
Chaperone?
No. What do you call the person that's in charge of PE?
The gym teacher, dog.
So the gym teacher constantly was like, "You gotta."
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. The really sad, depressing part about that clip is that Chin is older than everybody in that room / studio by a considerable distance. Like, he's older. He tries to act like he's younger, but you feel, maybe it's just me, maybe it's the angle, maybe because he's much taller, but he looks much older than them too. Like, you can tell he's an older dude. Even though Nick at the far right looks older than his age, you can tell he's younger compared to Chin. I don't know if you guys can tell, if you know what I mean. Like, sometimes you feel like you're young, then you get around younger people and they make you look older without you even saying anything. I think that's the thing with Chin. Chin maybe by himself doesn't look his age, but once you put him around other people, he looks way older. You can see that's an older Asian man. Right? You can just see. And, he's starting to look, I think the alcohol, I think it's too late for him to get sober. I think the years and years of boozing, it's kind of, it's taking its toll. He's looking very bloaty and weird in the face and shit. And he's starting to, I think like, I think they said that about Asian people, right? They said that Asian people age like avocados, like nothing, and then suddenly bang. So I think that's kind of what's happening to him at the moment. But forget what he looks like. The things that he's saying that are coming out of his mouth, the funny thing about it is that none of these are jokes. Do you notice it? They're laughing because of how dumb he sounds, but he's not making a joke. He's actually just answering their questions to the best of his ability. Listen.
It means something.
Did you play sports growing up, Chin?
What? Just during recess.
Like, he's not joking there. Chin, did you play sports when you were in school? Just during recess. Like, he's not joking. They laugh because it's fucking ridiculous and hilarious, but he's not joking. He's just, that's how he's answering that question. Chin, do you think Australia's in Europe? Yeah, I think so. Didn't you go to Australia? Yeah. So why would you think it's in Europe? I don't know. It's not in America. It's like, what?
Yeah, so that's a no, bro. And just running around the swings and call that playing sports.
As a kid, I was at basketball league.
I was on a basketball league. Wouldn't you say I was in a basketball league? I played on a team. You don't play on a basketball league, do you? Or am I mistaken? You don't play on a league. You play in a team that's on a league. Or that's in a league. You play in a team that's in a league. But you don't play on a league. What?
We lost every single game to everyone.
I can't believe you said recess.
No, because during recess I killed it.
Kickball team.
No, in recess I killed it with football.
In recess I killed it during football. I don't know about you guys, but do you remember even playing sports in recess? Maybe I've just taken too many drugs, but I can't remember a notable thing that I did in recess during playing sports. You remember if you played sports when you're in an organized sports team, especially the older that you are, especially maybe after high school and shit or college. But do you actually remember what you did in recess? Yo, big up NJ Ranger.
So this MF wasn't playing sports. We know damn well he wasn't cracking the books either. Can someone explain to me what the fuck he was doing throughout his childhood? I swear this MF is a pod person or a dumb android.
Bro, NJ Ranger, my guy. He might be like, yo, big up J4 or JU Life 24. Appreciate you. Welcome to Zinger Nation. Appreciate the membership, brother. It must be a curse to be Chin. Let's be honest. It must be a bit of a curse because he's not only dumb, he's like aggressively dumb. He's like unintelligent to like, it's not even, unintelligent is even an insult to people who are unintelligent. He's just super dumb, but he's Asian. And he's Asian and he can't cook. Like, it's just horrible to be him. Because he must have got through school with people thinking he was smart because he's Asian. People thinking he has some level of intellect because he's Asian. But then, little did they know, he's actually R-worded. That's what might have happened, NJ Ranger. They might have left him alone thinking, oh yeah, he's an Asian kid, you know, they're super smart. Their parents are always on their back about education. That's a big part of their culture. You know what I mean? They're not going to let him, they don't need to worry about him too much. Little did they know, no, you need to worry about him the most. You need to worry about him the most. He's one of the rare ones. He's one of the rare Asians you meet in life. It's like meeting an Hispanic, a Latino person who doesn't speak Spanish. They do exist, but it's very rare. That's what Chin is. Big up
Chin
Assad.
ain't have time for recess. Too many games. Chin don't play. Chin prob gay. Chin eat 8-day marinade.
I don't know. Maybe that's what he was doing. Maybe the whole time in school, he was meant to be in school, he was exploring his sexuality. He was exploring his that's what probably he was doing. He was exploring his sexuality. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just, I don't know if I could live with myself being this dumb. I don't think I could live with myself being this dumb. It's just too much, bro. Yo, big up Austin Casey. Wagwan.
I guarantee his Korean parents reminded him of how dumb he was. I'm sure he knows.
I'm going to say no. I don't think so. He strikes me as somebody who kind of gets mollycoddled. I'm not going to lie. The way he got triggered when Brian Callen was talking to him, that's not something that would happen to a guy that's been reminded they're stupid by their parents. When your parents tell you you're dumb, you have some sort of like psychic damage. It's almost like trauma. And you don't react that way, you know? You don't react that way. He reacted that way because he was genuinely offended. Like, how dare you call me dumb? Like he doesn't. I don't think he's aware of how dumb he is. I don't think so. And I think he doesn't. It's almost like he doesn't. He's not aware of how dumb he is, and I also think he doesn't realize or he doesn't understand why other people don't. I don't know how to describe it. Yo, big up.
Did you see that pic of Tfatk Shin before he lost?
Yeah, of
all
course,
the
of course,
weight?
of course, of course,
It's
of course,
on
of
Tfatk
course.
subreddit.
Yeah, of course, of course. That's a legendary picture. That's a legendary picture. And also explains why he's so obsessive about taking out all the little extra bits on the bread. I mean, he doesn't want to ever look that way again. But he was probably the funny thing is he was probably way more interesting back then too. But anyway, regardless, like I was saying before, he's got that weird mix of like he doesn't know how dumb he is, but then he also gets very offended when people remind him about how dumb he is. But he also wants to be left alone to be that dumb. Like he doesn't understand why people like Callan would be reminding or pressing onto him that actually being ignorant isn't a good thing. You shouldn't be proud of being ignorant. But he wants to be ignorant. But then he doesn't understand why other people don't like that. He's a conundrum. Either way, he's R-worded, of course. But in this clip, the most depressing part of it is that he's not trying to be funny. That's what I'm trying to get across to you guys. He's not trying to be funny in this clip.
Because I was fat and strong, and they give me the ball.
That's the only part where he's trying to be funny.
Why did you play like on the team?
He's answering
like in high
sincerely.
school or Pop Warner?
The coach or the what do you call them? They're coaches, right?
Yeah.
The coach. What do you call them? What do you call those people that help you play a sport? What do you call those people that kind of wrangle the kids wrangle the players, that teach you teamwork, how to play the game? Like, what do you call those people?
Yeah, dude.
People.
This is tough.
The recess people. The people that
Recess people. The recess people, you know.
Recess people. What the fuck are you
who was the
talking
guy?
about?
What do you call the person?
Chaperone?
No, what do you call the person that's in charge of PE?
The gym teacher, dog.
So the gym teacher
Oh my
constantly
God.
was like,
The gym teacher, you know. That's what he had to do all of that to get to gym teacher. He had no idea that was even a term, a phrase, an occupation, a role. No idea. Oh yeah, gym teachers. Hall of Fame recess athlete. Oh, yo, big up JU Life. Appreciate you for the 5-member bomb, brother. Appreciate you. Big up everybody that's joining. Thank you. Make sure you thank JU Life as well for the 5-member bomb. Big up you. Appreciate you, bruh. Appreciate you. Oh my God, man. Honestly. Please, one more time, man. One more freaking time. Please, I beg of you. Let me let these notifications go through first, and then I'll play the clip again. Appreciate you. Big up JU Life 24. And make sure everyone that gets a membership thanks JU Life as well. Make sure you thank him. Or thank them. Thank her. Thank them. Whoever they may be. Appreciate it. Yeah, big up Uche. Jay is one of our guys. Yeah, Jay's one of the 250. Jay's one of the 250 assassins. One of the assassins out here killing it. Oh God almighty. Honestly, bruv, the recess people, you know.
Misa coach. That's your name. Why you call?
I'm glad that didn't get played by itself. I'm glad it didn't get silenced and it followed loads of notifications, because I'm not gonna replay that. Big up Asad Aziz, man. Always fucking saying that. I'm glad that came off the back of that, because that was wild. I'm not even gonna repeat that. You're fucking insane. Oh my God, I'm not repeating that. I'm just gonna press play. I respect all my Asian listeners out there. Big up.
It means something.
Did
to
you
me.
play sports growing up, Chid?
What? Just during recess.
Yeah, so that's a no, bro. And just running around the swings and call that playing sports.
As a kid, I was at basketball league. We lost every single game to everyone.
I can't believe you said recess.
No, because during recess, I killed it.
Kickball team.
No, in recess, I killed it with football because I was fat and strong, and I would just, they give me the ball, I'd run.
Why didn't you?
Boom, 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 boom.
Why didn't you play like on the team, like in high school or Pop Warner?
The coach or the what do you call them? They're their coaches, right?
Yeah, dude. This is tough.
The recess people, the people that
the recess people. What the fuck are you?
Yo, big up Austin Casey.
Ozad
Appreciate it.
equals OPPS.
Exactly. Of course, definitely. 100% op. The most oppy of all ops. Big up Asad Aziz, though. The oppy of all ops.
Talking about.
What do you call the person?
Chaperone?
No, what do you call the person that's in charge of PE?
The gym teacher, dog.
So the gym teacher.
Oh my
constantly
God.
with.
Okay, but unironically still, I've not watched a single full episode of After Dark or After whatever the show's called. I'm going to say categorically, this is 10 times better than The Golden Hour. Even with Chin's redactedness. They have genuine chemistry. They actually make you laugh, even if it's at Chin's expense. This show, in my opinion, is better than The Golden Hour. I kid you not. I kid you not. I could probably watch this if I wanted to. This could be part of my rotation. Like I could easily have this in the background and just listen to it. Honestly, I swear to God, this is better than The Golden Hour. I swear it is. Anyway, and what's people saying? Street chat, AZ, come on. Chin talking about his 3rd grade recess highlights. I gotta restart my laptop. I'm getting periodic lagging. Yeah. My side, I'm not lagging on my side. So maybe it's you, my guy, Chris Mack. Apologies. Yo, big up young old vibes. What's that? The Wet Platinum Hour. The Wet Platinum Hour is fucking hilarious. Big up, what's that? The recess people. Big up. Okay, cool. Let's continue. Chin spends too much time trying to be white. He forgot how to be normal. I don't know about that. He's just redacted, man. He's just fucking redacted. I don't know. Anyway, continuing on. Mark, BGL is back. Big up BGL. BGL is back. Long time no see, BGL. Big up to Friday Kiss Somebody guys for uploading this clip. Big up BGL. Long time no see this fucker. He's back. First thing I noticed when I did see this video was how different he looks. Not too sure if it's because he put on a bit of timber. Not too sure if it's because he's getting older. Not too sure it's because he maybe stopped taking some things he was taking, but he does look very different in the face. Not too sure. Maybe it's just the quality of the video. I don't know. But he does look very different. Very, very, very different. So maybe it's a good thing. Maybe he's got that happy weight on. You know, him and fucking, what's her name? Luana are back. They're all married and shit, you know, in love. Who knows? But he does look very different. He does look very different to the BGL that we... No, not very different. He does look slightly different. Not very different because it's still the same BGL. But the funny thing about this clip is that he's hanging around with Brendan Cooney and the other guy that they do the 10 Minutes of Schaub. So they're like friends now. That's pretty cool, I think. No? Like, it started off as like a troll thing. Get back up, Brendan. Little petty, you know, little whatever. And now it turns out that they're actually friends. Like, they hang out and have drinks and dinner and shit. I think that's kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. Like, they're actually big, you know, formed a little friendship together. It's not too it's not too shabby. I don't mind it. So this is him talking about, I guess, you know, Brendan and shit, during a live stream little thing that they did.
Who do you think would win versus Brendan and Nate?
Yeah, like, what do you think's happening there? Maybe because I've been on the multivitamins a few times in my life, I could maybe is he on stuff?
Who do you think would win?
Is that why the mouse moving like that? Is he like on stuff? Has he just finished, you know, absolutely demolishing an 8-ball? Is he just on Kratom? Is he just on what Sam Tripoli's on? Is this just like poor diet? Has he stopped taking something? Like, what's happening? What's the mouth movements about? What's this?
Who do you think would win?
What's going on there?
Versus Brendan and Nate.
I actually would give.
Oh, look who's on the super chat duties, eh? Look at that name up above, eh? Look who's I'm glad I'm not the only person that gets terrorized by Asad Aziz. Look at that. Look at the person on the jumbotron up there. Look at that person's name.
to Nate than people are. Like,
There we go.
I understand the perspective, but it's like, okay, I've worked out with Brendan. Brendan has no cardio. He's full of quit. He has not trained MMA in 10 fucking years. It's like, who do you have? Like,
that's a good point he made, by the way. And I said, and I forgot how long it's been, but he said 10 years. It's probably been longer than that. That's a funny thing. Like, when's a lot? Because Brendan's like addicted to social media, like most of us are, to be honest. So it's unlikely that he would train and not post anything on social media. And I don't think we've seen any considerable content from Brendan hitting pads, rolling, anything in 10 plus years. Maybe I'd say 15. It's been a long time. So this idea that he could beat up Nate Diaz just because he's bigger, but he hasn't trained in 15 years is really dumb, especially when you consider that he allegedly blew 2 hamstrings racing a former cheerleader guy in Chappelle Lacey in the car park over like 40 yards. He blew both fucking hamstrings. It's like, come on, bro.
Francis Ngannou or Chuck Liddell.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the same thing. Nate probably walks around at 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, big up BGL. He knows about the stuff. Big up BGL. He's on the multivitamins. I recognize that acid reflux. I recognize that fucking. I know that game. He's on some fun stuff. He might have He might have excused himself from the table and popped into the bathroom a few times here and there. You know.
Not the same thing. Nate probably walks around at 200 pounds.
Yeah.
He's fucked. This is good though, man. This is good content. I'm not gonna lie. This is fucking good content. Big up Brendan Cooney and shit for pointing a camera at BGL's face mid-sesh and just asking him about Brendan, asking him to rant. This is what the internet is made for. This is what being part of the fucking Bappaverse is about. This sort of shit. Pointing the camera at a drunk and high BGL in a restaurant somewhere in LA, having fun, chill, and just say, hey, sound off on Brendan quickly.
Brendan's strong. I haven't seen him train jiu-jitsu for 10 fucking years. I think he tore 2 hamstrings trying to run 40 yards. What the fuck are we talking about?
I have another question.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard a praying mantis bark?
No. What is that?
You didn't know about that?
No.
So, Brendan in his rant against Nate Diaz was like, you're a fucking praying mantis barking at a lion.
Does this guy dye his beard? Or is it that color? Like that bright? Does he not dye it? Is that a little bit of dye? Does he put some like color in it or something? Because that shit is fluorescent, bro. Like fucking hell. It looks like he fucking dipped it in a vat somewhere in Chernobyl or something. Like fucking hell. He looks like you know it kind of looks like. It looks like the tip of a Stabilo Boss highlighter. You know those highlight pens, Stabilo Boss. Like his beard is like glowing. Like is it that color, or did he like, or do some redheads like, you know, add a bit of spice to the just kind of make it bounce and to make it glow a bit? Fucking hell.
Yes. I did see that in the woods. Wasn't it like a fucking reference to like Kung Fu Panda or some shit?
It might. Wow. Because all his references are kids' movies. Like,
It's references.
But honestly, the delivery of that was. Let's go back. The delivery of that is fucking brilliant, though. Let's go back to one. The delivery of that.
I haven't seen him train jiu-jitsu for 10 fucking years. I think he tore 2 hamstrings trying to run 40 yards. What the fuck are we talking about?
I have another question.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard a praying mantis bark?
Look at his face. That's what we all thought when we heard Brendan say it. You're like a praying mantis barking at a lion. You're like, what? Imagine getting that rattled about fucking Nate Diaz's 6-word tweet and then saying angry at the end of the fucking rant. You're like a praying mantis barking at a lion. Huh?
No. What is that?
You didn't know about that?
No.
So, Brendan in his rant against Nate Diaz was like, you're a fucking praying mantis barking at a lion.
Yes. I did see that in the woods. Wasn't it like a fucking reference to like Kung Fu Panda or some shit?
It might. Wow. Because all his references are kids' movies.
By the way, I love how BGO is facing. He's got his back to the, back to the fucking, to the outside, so he's facing the the entire restaurant like some sort of mafia boss. He wants to make sure he sees all the threats coming his way. Fucking love that bit.
Yeah,
I love that little
it's
detail.
No references whatsoever. It's like if Brendan Schaub says something funny, it's like you can guarantee he fucking stole it from somebody else. You know, what are you gonna do? Volume punch me, motherfucker? What are you gonna do?
That was in pictures.
Gas the fuck out in 1 minute. Remember, Brendan? I've run with you before.
Is it what are you gonna do? Above and beyond or whatever?
We used to.
Brendan, one of his worst decisions ever in his entire life was welcoming BGO into his inner circle, making him his best friend, and then fucking him over. Knowing how unhinged, knowing how petty he is, because BGO has not shut up about Brendan. Whenever every opportunity he gets given to shit on Brendan and actually spill some actual tea, insider stuff, like only if you're in the inner circle you'd know. Like Brendan paid a big price for fucking over BGO. Let's not lie. Like you don't fuck over someone like this that was this close to you. Like you make sure they're okay. You pay them off correctly. You make sure it's amicable, so they don't air all your dirty laundry. Because we would have never known about addies and baddies without this guy. That's a big fucking part of the lore, another saga, arc, whatever of the Bappaverse. Like we would have never found out about addies and baddies if not for Brendan fucking over BGO. One of the worst decisions he ever made was fucking over this guy, because he has not shut the fuck up about how much he hates him, how much of a bad guy he is, revealing all the dirty laundry, all the secrets, all the things that he would never want anyone to know.
Trained for Tough Mudders, and at the time, like during the pandemic, I used to run half marathons for fun. Like, no big deal. I'm just saying, like, because I didn't have anything else to do, so I'd go like long distance running all the time. And they'd be like, man, we need to train for this Tough Mudder. I'm like, Brendan, I can run 9 miles in my sleep. But sure, we can go run. We would go run 1 mile to from Zoo Culture to Burbank Boulevard and back, which is like a mile total. And he'd half-ass jog halfway, then stop and then go back. So he'd run a 1 mile, 11-minute mile.
That's
so
crazy.
He just has a lot of quit. I just don't think he's he at some point he was a good fighter.
And I think that is probably one of the genesis of the hate he had, because he saw, how Brendan says, "Oh, I know how the sausage was made." I've always said I think this is one of the reasons why BGO really fell out of love with Brendan and really started going crazy. Obviously, he didn't pay him, but I think more so, I wouldn't say it was jealousy or envy, but it was seeing somebody far less capable than him be so successful and rich. It's like someone, King Bear made the point earlier about, why would Brendan need to try when he's got so far in life by not trying? And I think BGL saw that firsthand. He saw this guy doesn't even do the stuff that he says. He says he's a beast and he does all this stuff and he's got all this quit in him. He's a loser. He can't do this. He can't do that. I'm much better than this guy. I'm much funnier. I'm stronger. I'm faster. I've got better cardio. And just looking at him thinking, how the fuck did you do this? I'm arriving to your house in an Uber and you're driving us to the studio in a fucking Porsche. What the fuck is going on? I think that played an element, I feel in some of their beef, because it's he just couldn't get his head around it. He was looking at this guy thinking, you run a mile in 11 minutes. He just couldn't handle it. Eventually it broke him. Being around Brendan and seeing how much of a redact he is, but seeing how successful he was, and then having that redact who you don't respect then fuck you over. Ooh, that's gonna fucking hurt.
I just think that was 10 plus years ago.
Didn't he say he woke up at 4 a.m. and ran 3 miles or something?
He said on camera that he ran a sub 5-minute mile. Mm-hmm. The fastest I've ever run at 220 pounds.
That's insane. If that's true, I want to find that video footage. If that's true, that's insane. But it doesn't. No, it's not insane. It's par for the course with Brendan, isn't it? But to lie about that is wild. To lie that you ran a 5-minute or a less than 5-minute mile is insane. I think the quickest mile that I've ever run recorded was probably 7 minutes, and I was doing the Westminster Mile. I think it might be 7:10 proper. It's a race they do here in London called the Westminster Mile. Obviously doing Westminster, it's really flat. It's a really good fucking race. You run basically a mile, and it's timed and shit. and I think the fastest I run was 7 minutes, 7 minutes 10. And there's no way Brendan ran like, there's no way. He just doesn't have it. You could, even when you see him running, he just doesn't have the ability to do that. I think even CrossFit athletes, CrossFit people, somebody in CrossFit, maybe it's Matt Fraser or somebody in CrossFit, and those guys are quite bulky and big. But I think someone in CrossFit, the fastest they ran a mile in was like 6 minutes 20 or something. There's no way this guy, Brendan, could run a mile under 5. I don't believe it. I just don't. It's just a lie. Why lie about that sort of stuff, No one's going to believe you anyway, just based on your size. But I also don't believe it because, I've seen you run, I've seen you move. It's not possible.
A 2% incline on a treadmill was a 5:55 minute mile. It made me want to shit my pants. Like I got off, it felt like you're running from a bear. Like that. If you've ever done a sub 6 minute mile pace over 200 pounds, like it's so tough. The idea that he would have run 4 laps around a track and beat me by 15 seconds each lap. He said this in a video on Buttery Bros. I'm gonna go look for it. But he because the dude, one of the dudes from Buttery Bros, Martian, was like, sub 5, huh?
I never understood why those Buttery Bros guys were fans of Brendan too. He's had some weird collaborators over the years. They're pretty successful. They're kind of like the Chad version of the Try Guys, right? I didn't understand why they were even into him. He's had some very odd collaborations over the years, isn't it? Don't really make any sense. Like, why are these guys into Brendan? He's not the guy who they think he like. I think maybe they were enamored with the guy that they thought Brendan was, or maybe there was a connection with Rogan. Maybe because a lot of the reasons Brendan gets some of these collaborations or interviews or whatever might just be down to the fact that people have an idea of what they think he's like, or maybe they just want to get closer to Rogan. But I never understood that Buttery Bros connection link up. It was always a weird one to me.
Finally trying to get him to be like, oh, maybe it was 6. He was like, sub 5, huh? So you ran a 4:59 minute mile as a UFC heavyweight.
But he played for the Buffalo Bills.
And he kept reiterating it and doubling down. I hope it's not video. Because they filmed it. I don't know if it made it to the edit, but it's like, just what? And also, 40 reps on, he said, 42 reps on.
Oh, yeah.
I was there.
Nonsense.
The plates at Zoo Culture are light, first of all, so it was probably like 42 pounds each. So the weight was probably like 215. He did 30 reps like this. Like half.
Hold on. What did he say? The weights are light. So what? Some gyms have purposely lighter weights. What the fuck is he talking about? Is that a thing?
Reiterating it and doubling down. I hope it's not video. Because they filmed it. I don't know if it made it to the edit, but it's like, just what? And also, 40 reps on, he said, 42 reps on.
Oh, yeah.
I was there.
Nonsense.
The plates at Zoo Culture are light, first of all, so it was probably like.
Wow. The plates in Zoo Culture are light. So I guess what? I guess there's a thing in like influencer gyms where they have the plates. Maybe the plates are a bit thicker than what they need to be, so they look better on videos. So it looks like you're lifting crazy weight, but it's not really that crazy. That's fucking insane, man. If that's true, that's fucking redacted. That is so redacted, man.
Like 42 pounds each. So the weight was probably like 215. He did 30 reps like this. Like half reps, which is fine, it's whatever. But I did 33 reps like for college football testing at the age of 19. So suck my dick. But he just turns like 30 like half bouncy reps, ass up in the air with like less weight than 225 into 42 reps, and also tells the story in the context of like, I'm talking to Hafthor Bjornsson, one of the strongest people on the entire planet, and he asked me how many times I can get 225, and Thor's like, oh, I got 36, and Brendan's like, oh yeah, I got 42.
I admire that about Brendan. I'm not gonna lie, I do admire that about Brendan. Yo, big up Abe Martinez, appreciate you.
Definitely because he goes on Rogan. Ash kissers.
100% agree with you on that one. Everybody wants a piece of Rogan, especially now post-election. Oh, by the way, post-election, I'm getting a little bit nauseatingly disgusted by how much podcasters are trying to suck their own dicks now. This whole Trump winning the election by a landslide and podcasters literally gathering to suck each other's dicks and pat themselves on the back as if they were the sole reason why he won, is starting to piss me off. Like, let's fucking relax. Let's fucking relax. They're all becoming incredibly insufferable. They're all loving the smell of their own farts. Mainstream media's been defeated. We are the new kings. We are like shut the fuck up, please. Honestly, like honestly, I get it. I understand. It's a shift. Something's happening, but let's fucking relax. Anyway.
And Thor's like, show me. Brendan's narrative and story was like, look at this psycho asking, like, he's so competitive. He wants me to do it right now. I'm like,
yeah, that's what I'm about to say. You know what I admire about Brendan? His ability to lie like this. Do you guys remember growing up with people who lie a lot? They usually lie in front of you because you're none the wiser, or because you're gullible, or because you're their friend. But the moment they got around people that actually knew what they talked about, they wouldn't lie. Like, for instance, when I was growing up, there would be a kid in the area that would lie about playing for a football team. Oh, I had trials for Arsenal. I got released by West Ham. I was meant to play for Man United. Yo, big up Assad, appreciate you.
Dana White at Trump's acceptance speech thanked Dean Russ and Joe Rogan. American is washed, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. Yo, big up Black American, appreciate you.
Becoming insufferable. That ship has sailed. B.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, that's a good point. Both of you made great points back to back. Assad disease, America is washed, and Black American becoming insufferable. Okay. I think you know what's happening with Rogan. Actually, you know what's happened with Rogan. I apologize to the chat once again. You guys are always right. I think I'm slowly coming around to I'm slowly accepting what some of you guys have said about Rogan from the start, because I was one of Rogan's ball glazers. I was the one talking about him glowingly on this pod or on this stream, and you guys are always calling me out for it. Now that guy's the worst. That guy's the worst. That guy's the worst. And I'm not gonna lie. Recently, I'm starting to notice it. He's starting to annoy me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. He's starting to get under my skin. He's starting to piss me off. I'm doing that thing now where I'll start shouting when I listen to the podcast and he's talking. I'll start fucking shouting like he's there in the room. What the fuck are you talking about, you fucking idiot? Like, I'm doing that thing. It's like, oh man, damn it. I can't live. He's like, fuck. But yeah, what was I gonna say about this? Oh, the lies. So I like that Brendan also lies to people that are professional. Like, he doesn't cater his lies based on his audience. He lies to the people that he shouldn't lie to. Like, you can lie to your friends and say, yeah, I bench pressed 250 100 times before I went to work. But he does that in front of like powerlifters, like, you know, strongest men and shit, you know, stud American athletes. Like, he lies to those type of people. It's like, you can lie to the guy in the YMCA, that's fine, I think, right? You have some fun, you know, make yourself feel good. But surely you stop your lying when somebody real walks into the room, somebody with rep, somebody with clout, somebody with, you know, knowledge, records, accomplishments, whatever. Nah, Brendan lies the same to everybody. I love that bit about him.
No, Brendan, he's calling you out on your bullshit because he's looking at you going, there's zero fucking chance in hell that you could do 40 plus reps of 225 on bench press. But he's framing it as like, Thor's...
Big up Shades Cow. This is a very poignant response. I know how lame I'm about to sound. I am a different person from listening to JRE, and I know it's because of his guests, not him. Jesus Christ.
This hyper-competitive psychopath. All he did was ask you to show up to the gym and prove it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're stronger than me? 400-pound world record strongman holding...
Big up Ruben Rivera. Still waiting for the funny Rogan clips. Okay. Touche, motherfucker. Touche. Fuck you and your memory. Fuck you guys and your good memories.
Thor Bjornsson?
That's crazy. You probably saw Brendan's eyes. You know, and then once you see that,
yeah, game over.
you get a question.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Fair play, man. Fair play. I'm not gonna lie. I do like to see them hanging around. I'm not gonna lie. I love their friendship. I also think they did the best interview with BGL. To be fair, MMA Gloves was good because of all the revelations, but I think actual really good interview was definitely him with those guys, 10 Minutes of Schaub. You could tell they had a really good vibe. I think it probably helped that he was in the studio and they kind of saw him in real life. Like, oh my God, this guy's real. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of brought the Papaverse to life. So I do like their connection and their friendship. It's just funny to see how things evolve, you know? So big up those 10 Minutes of Schaub guy. Big up Brent. Big up, what's his name? BGL. And yeah, man, he's looking very different, but at least he's having a good time. At least he's having a good time. Okay, let's see this Rinks thing. Rinks just sees Ray. What's this about? Big up the person that posted this. Rinks just sees Ray. What's this about?
Do you watch pornography? Mm-hmm. Oh shoot! All right, were you supposed to say no?
I actually don't.
Okay.
Very rarely, because it just doesn't do it for me. But that's not because I'm a Puritan. I just the main reason I don't watch porn is I just it somehow doesn't turn me on. I just see damage. I don't see people turned on.
So that would.
What? So why do you say you did? If you've got such a deep philosophical view of porn, why would you answer when somebody asks you, do you watch porn, and go, mm-hmm? If you've got such strong opinions about watching porn, it feels like you're lying, sir. It feels like the first answer, the immediate answer, the reflex answer was the truth, and then you tried to walk it back because you were afraid of how it made you sound, because he's probably still got in the back of his head the cancellation. He doesn't want anyone to think he's a creep because he watches porn, because he's been accused of the R word. That's a weird way to walk that back, isn't it? Because that initial response was what he really felt like.
Do you watch pornography? Mm-hmm. Oh shoot.
Mm-hmm. One more time.
Do you watch pornography? Mm-hmm. Oh shoot. Right.
And I also loved how he thinks watching porn is worse than actual R-wording somebody. It's hilarious.
He might even be too dumb to do the trad grift, bro.
Yeah, true. Who? Brendan. Brendan of who? Who's the trad grift? What was I talking about earlier? Oh, you mean I think you're talking about Brian Callen, isn't it? It might be two of them too dumb to do a trad grift. I don't know. I don't even know if he's even grifting. I think he's just trying to. Okay, no, Rinks. I don't think he's grifting. I don't think he's grifting. I think he's just trying to. He's almost trying to like. I feel like he's trying to like manipulate himself in a way to not feel bad about the alleged crimes he might have committed. That's what I feel like he's doing. If that makes any sense. Because why would you even like? Because he's clearly thinking about the allegations. But why would he think about the allegations when someone's asking him a question on a podcast about porn? It's not a crime to watch it. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Why is he immediately like, oh, no, it's because the people are damaged? Like, what? Doesn't make you sound like a good guy, bro. You just sound like a weirdo. Either you don't watch it or you do.
I actually don't. Okay. Very rarely, because it just
very rarely.
But that's not because I'm a Puritan. I just the main reason I don't watch porn is I just it somehow doesn't turn me on. I just see damage. I don't see people turned on.
So
yeah, whatever. Good guy, Callen, isn't it? Good guy, Callen. Don't leave your wife around him. You might impregnate her and make her your wife, and then break her heart, and then go and make another one. And also don't work in a store around him, because he might try and allegedly drag you into a change room. That's what I've heard anyway, but I could be wrong. I spoke about this already, didn't I? Right? And then go on Tfatk. How comfortable? I don't even think like a regular girlfriend will be comfortable with this, Forget somebody working in Hollywood. I don't think like a regular girlfriend, like a regular, normal, average, everyday woman would be comfortable with you going to a work meeting abroad, away from home, however much the distance is between LA and Las Vegas, with a woman that looks like they could be the type of your husband's, like, because you look like them, right? Dark hair, big tits, I don't think so. So I'm of the feeling, because I like Sainaz, because I think Sainaz is one of the boys, and niggas on the stream know what I'm talking about. So I think most likely what's happened here is that they're both in on this, and most likely as a girl that's one of the boys, she's probably made Brendan's wife feel safe and, you know, not feel threatened, and made it seem like, yeah, we're colleagues. Nothing else. I mean, that's my guy. He's my brother, you know, all that sort of shit. But really, you know, she's sucking her brother's dick, you know, figuratively speaking. That's what I think would happen, because I don't know. This, I couldn't imagine trying to make this run in my life. You know, like, I couldn't imagine. You're better off, you know, even if the girl looked like Lizzo, your girl's gonna have a problem with it. You know, women are just, you know, they don't play these type of games. Even if the girl looked like Lizzo, your woman's gonna have a problem with it. And he clearly took her to the SEMA convention to be his, like, arm candy. Sorry, to be the eye candy for the car, because I'm assuming some of these car shows probably have hot girls that stand next to the cars and do the sign-ups. So he brought her there to be the hot girl. He even gave her special dry fast or gas merch, like, you know, like bra tops, leggings and shit. This stuff isn't even on sale. I don't think this stuff is even for sale. He made all this shit for her, or she made it herself, so she could stand next to the car and get more sign-ups. He definitely fucked. But yeah, what can I know? What do I know? Let's move on. Let's watch a bit of Tfatk, then I gotta bounce. Let's fucking go. Tfatk episode number 1039, 1039. Big up everyone in the stream chat. Not like there's a track record B. King Bell, AZ don't be on the wrong side of another bet. LOL. Damn, it looks like they've been fucking. Big up Chris Mack. If they haven't fucked, at least the thought has passed their minds. Let's just say that. There's just too much going on there. But yeah, big up Tezar. My missus will be in the background of every picture. Exactly. It's just not. I don't know. Maybe it's different when you're a celebrity and you're rich and famous and shit. Maybe it's different. You know, who knows? Either way, episode number 1039. Big up Solux.
JRE and Squad is the end of Western civilization.
Nah, they're the beginning of the democracy. They're the beginning. They're the dawn of a new age of media. In front of Shure microphones and fucking cameras. That's it. That's new media. Guys sitting on tables in front of Shure microphones, pontificating about life, not really creating anything, just commentating on news and shit online. Not really making anything substantial, really. Just pods talking about shit. Okay, buddy.
Yes, we did, 'cause we back at it again. It's the fighter and the kid.
This is really the fighter and the kid.
Big up Uche, where democracy meets the war. Yo, big up Zach Smith, man. This show is one big delay, my friend. This, unfortunately, I'm sorry. I know you're new here, or maybe you're not. Maybe you're old here. But this show and me, I am delay. You can't spell Agostino without fucking spelling delay. I'm sorry. I really am. If you want a quick show, you want a rush show, there's others out there, but I am delay. Delay is I think.
Here we are,
We're
ladies
back,
and gentlemen.
buddy.
It's a new world.
You know, because we couldn't record on Wednesday. Sorry to all the Fire and the Kid listeners and viewers. We couldn't record on Wednesday because the wind was so bad out here. They shut all the power down at the studio.
Yeah,
so we had no choice.
Yeah, and important to know, I was doing the.
What? The wind was too powerful, so they couldn't open the studio. Last minute, yeah? Alright.
Patrick Bet David live stream, which got 5 million views. Candace Owens, Dave Smith, some amazing
Big
people.
boys.
And we had a great time.
Wow.
And then I finally said to.
By the way, am I a little bit mistaken to say, like, what the fuck is Brian Callen doing on a Patrick Bet David show? I don't even watch that guy's channel. Not really for me. But surely Brian Callen is, like, irrelevant. Like, why would they get him on there? Of all the people they could have had in the show, why would you pull Brian Callen in? Just because of the Rogan connection, I guess. If you can't get Rogan, get one of his friends. Like, what the fuck is Callen like? He's not really deserving of that. Really? I don't know. Like, it's like they're doing him a favor, really. He's not doing them a favor. They're doing him a favor.
to Patrick in front of the entire audience at 2:30 in the morning. I go, I got to get out of here. And they're like, see you later. And Dave Smith, Candace Owens were still there.
Because were they waiting for the official election results?
Yeah, but I knew
What'd I tell you?
Yeah.
What'd I tell you?
I was nervous.
Not me.
Chris Mack. Now, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not a problem on my end, brother. Everything's completely lag free on this end. And usually, you know me, I'm always lagging. It honestly is. Nothing is going on here. Maybe on your end something's happening. Hopefully you can sort it. But yeah, nothing on my end. Everything's looking pretty decent. Remember PP. Big up aside. Remember PPD buying Rogan all those gifts. I'm surprised Rogan can't sniff people like that out more. Like how much of a grifter and a charlatan-ish, like schmoozer chancer he is. Like, I'm sure he has his good stuff about him, but a guy like Patrick Bet David will be someone that Rogan would sniff out. Maybe in the past he would have sniffed out how much of an opportunistic like guy he is and shit. But you know, I guess at some points it's nice to get, you know, lauded and sucked off sometimes. I guess so. Why not?
Rogan was nervous. We were all nervous. Like Rogan and I talked before, and then everybody was nervous.
I text him. I'm like, no, because I go off the odds.
You go
all the odds maker. I'm like, dude, 75% chance to win. And then once he won, what was it, North Carolina, it bumped up to like 92%. I'm like, dude, they don't take in consideration like the weird polls on CNN and Fox. Even Trump told Rogan, he's like, all that is trash.
It's all.
He's like, I don't believe any of it.
And I talked to Rogan about that because JD Vance had told Rogan, he's like, this is all bullshit. We're gonna crush this. And they knew. They were looking at that, right?
There's a red wave.
Dude, it wasn't just a red wave. It was a beautiful collective American fuck you to mainstream media, you
the
liars.
World,
you
DI,
liars.
cancel culture.
You out of touch liars. Don Lemon, fuck you. Sitting there going,
why is Brian Callen taking Donald Trump winning the election as some sort of personal victory? That doesn't like make what you got accused of okay. Like, I don't, you know, like, why is he like acting as if like he won? Weird, isn't it? I've seen a bunch of people do this, by the way, like take the victory as like some sort of like, you know, moral win on their side of things. It's like, bro, why are you making this election about you?
The Republicans are so out of touch. They have no idea. Shut the fuck up. You live in a different world.
But even the Democrats now, they're like, man,
I love how Brian's trying to talk all like big and boastful, and he's got this little pencil neck. I love that bit. He's this really old face and this little pencil neck. He's trying to talk all like loud and aggressive and with fucking bass in his voice, right? And he's got this like head, this little pencil neck on this little bobbly head. Bless him.
You live in a different world.
But even the Democrats now, they're like, man, we went too far.
Look
oh my God, no one bought the bullshit.
Nobody
we're
bought
down.
your bullshit.
Nobody.
Hollywood, all you celebrities who never have flown commercially. You think you have something in common? You're going to tell Americans how to fuck?
Hold on. You're lambasting the celebrity who's never flown commercial, but aren't you by definition the same celebrity? Haven't you grown up rich? Haven't you never worked a normal job? Brian Callen is like 60 or something. I'm pretty sure he's never had a regular job for a long period of time. I think he mentioned once he worked in, I think his dad gave him a job in a law firm or something. Remember he mentioned that he worked in the Twin Towers back in the day, but he didn't work long. He stayed there for like 2 weeks and he bounced or something. So he's never actually had a regular job. So he's just as, you know, unaware, detached from reality than most celebrities out there. He just, wears a red tie. It's not that different to like fucking Megan Thee Stallion twerking on stage, expecting that to change something. It's like, let's maybe not throw stones, innit? Let's maybe not throw stones.
Fucking live when you think it's okay to have kids be fucking,
big up Coiler. Yeah, that's the one. He did an internship. That's the one. Yeah, he did. Exactly. Yeah. Rich kids are forced to. Exactly.
Related.
But it's also not the 90s.
Oh, big up Uche. That would be fucking brilliant. How funny if Trump made Tony Hinchcliffe the press secretary. That would be fucking brilliant, by the way. Yo, big up Asad Aziz. Wild one.
If an accused rapist can be president, Brian knows he has a chance. That's why it's a win for him.
Yeah. I guess, but he's also not brilliant. He's also not that level of a celebrity. I don't think Brian Callen has ever been as famous as Donald Trump ever in his life. So it's different. It's a different caliber, you know, different caliber. You can get away with certain things depending on how famous you are, and Brian just isn't that famous, unfortunately for him. Like I always say, his cancellation came at the worst possible time. Just as his career was just about to start getting up again, bang, you know what I mean? One last hit and it's never recovered.
He's like, I'm not listening to fucking Batista on his politics.
The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here.
Well, what? It's
Nobody
not
has
Hollywood.
anything
It's not like the Avengers coming together. Like, you think I give a fuck what Robert Downey Jr. has to say about the economy? He's Iron Man.
Right.
We're not even the same tax
Be an
bracket.
actor. Just be a good actor.
But they also have to play that game because they're in Hollywood. If they don't, they won't get certain
it's
roles.
amazing. It's amazing. And you're right.
They're all shills.
So my friend has a movie he's trying to get made. He cannot tell people. His agent is conservative. His agent goes, don't tell people you like Trump. You won't get financing right now.
They'll come out as gay and you'll get funded.
Yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day, I think that's changing too. Because I got news for you.
What? Come out as gay and you get what? Is he watching like The Quartering or something? Is that what Brendan's watching now? Is Brendan like watching The Quartering? Is that what he's on? Is that what his feed is? Just come out as gay and you'll get the funding. All right, bro. If that's what you think. It's stifling creativity right now, yeah? Cool.
To get there.
Candace Owens and Megyn Kelly signed a $700 million deal to do a View-like show on CBS.
What?
Yeah. Let me say it again.
Is this breaking news?
Candace Owens, Meg Ryan.
Is that true?
I'm not listening to Bautista on politics. Guy who listens to Sean Strickland on politics.
Brilliant point. Exactly. He makes some good points, Sean Strickland. Exactly. Fucking exactly. Guy who thinks Rogan's the smartest person ever, alright? Like, Rogan's the smartest person ever. Oh, fucking hell. Big Avenger Ranger.
Meg Ryan. That'd be sick. Sleepers in Seattle.
What's her name?
Megyn Kelly.
Megyn Kelly. $700 million. We're talking. They want to counter The View.
What? Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens deal. Is this even true? Really? This is actually true. Fucking hell. This is actually true. The Root, that's the black newspaper, right? A rumor. Oh, there was a rumor. It's a rumor. 5 days ago. Okay, let's play. It's a rumor. Also, no, go to Snoops. Okay, cool. Let me see. Let's go to Snoops. Because what? This doesn't even sound legit. $700 million what? Hold on. Let's read this because this is just sounding like they're just chatting out their assholes. Let's see this. A rumor that conservative commentators Megyn Kelly and Candace Owens signed a $700 deal with CBS for a morning show to compete with The View circulated online in the fall 2024. Roots readers were searching for information about this claim. In our research, we found out on November the 4th, a new Facebook page named Housewives Daily Drama posted archived Megyn Kelly and Candace Owens signed $700 million deal with CBS. The post received more than 105,000 reactions. Cool, that's the post. Another Facebook page named Current Events also posted it. Some readers responding to the post seemed to interpret the rumor as factual recounting of real life events. For example, one reader not questioning the story commented, if Candace Owens ran for president, I'd vote for her in a heartbeat. However, a lead stories, the fact-checking website previously reported there is no evidence that Kelly or Owens signing a deal with CBS. Rather, the rumor about Kelly and Owens originated from SpaceX Mania, a network of satire parody news. SpaceXmania.com previously posted a similar story on their SpaceX fan club Facebook page. The page's bio mentioned both satire and parody and also read, "We post satire, nothing on this page is real." These guys are real boomers, isn't it? These guys are real boomers. They see a post like this on Facebook and they think facts. Housewives Daily Drama. What? Exactly. Facebook articles are all people's biggest hope. Oh my god, it just doesn't make it even sense. Like Megyn Kelly and what? It's like, oh. Yeah, exactly. That's true. Big up David Smith. Candace Owens looks like Gabrielle Union's. Yeah, she looks like evil Gabrielle Union, or maybe Gabrielle Union's evil Gabrielle Union. I don't know. Either way, Brian Callen getting fucking duped by a fucking Facebook post. You know. Oh, what is this life?
What happens to the goblins on The View then?
The goblins in The View just keep sputtering their horse shit.
Could you find an attractive one to host that thing?
Jimmy Kimmel, all.
Imagine being Brendan Schaub and talking about who's attractive or not. Look at that face. Could you find somebody attractive? Have you seen what you look like nowadays? Look at what he looks like. Fucking hell. And this is with all the TRT, all the help, all the fucking medical and look how he looks. Look at how terrible this man looks. Talking about The View. Get someone. I don't know.
Oh, you fucking
dude,
guys.
Jimmy Kimmel crying.
Hilarious.
Dude, you're on the Man Show.
Hilarious.
What do they have on that guy?
I don't know. The whole thing is fucking weird, but it was just a collective fuck you to the Justice Department with your lawfare. That didn't work with all your allegations.
Look at Uche in the stream chat, unapologetically sucking herself off. People saying my celebrity lookalike is Gabrielle Union. People say, look at the little humble brag. Everybody pointing and laugh at Uche with a little humble brag. People say, yes, big up Uche, big up fucking Uche, big up the resident Gabrielle Union. Actually, Gabrielle Union looks like Uche. Uche doesn't look like Gabrielle Union. Let's get that fucking right. Let's get that fucking right first of all right? Let's get that right. Oh, the queen dropped her crown. Let's pick it up, exactly. Big up the self glazing. That's what we like to hear, man. If the world isn't gonna glaze you, you glaze yourself, you know? If the world won't glaze you, you glaze your motherfucking self.
That didn't work. None of your shit worked. All the mainstream media that were so 100% unabashedly behind Kamala Harris. You guys are dead. Nobody reads the New York Times. Nobody reads the Washington Post. Nobody reads your shit. Nobody takes your shit seriously. Nobody watches CNN. It's new media, podcast.
Look at the size of his nose. Why is his nose so big? Is that what happens when he gets angry? Why is his nose? Why is that bit of his nose so big? It looks kind of fake, innit? Doesn't it look fake? Like he's hiding something underneath it, like it's a prosthetic. Like if he takes it off, it's got like a secret compartment where he keeps his 8 balls in it. Like that nose, okay, it comes off, no? Like it clips off a little. Like.
Takes your shit seriously. Nobody watches CNN. It's new media, podcast. Barry Weiss with the free press, the free beacon.
Barry Weiss.
It's just a different time.
Dude, so you see, obviously, all the car guys, because if Kamala would have went off, she's obviously pushing.
You see, Ma.
Obviously, all the.
You see, Ma, like you saw your mum there.
Car guys, because if Kamala would have went off, she's obviously pushing the bullshit electric movement.
Yeah.
So that car space, it's all combustion engines.
You would have been a criminal.
Oh, it's combustion mods for combustion engines. You know how hard it is to
There's a bunch of electric. He's lying though. There's a bunch of electric cars there. I saw a bunch of them. Whole section of electric cars.
Legal shit here for your car. So they make it very difficult. If they would have won, man, for what I do, for what the SEMA crowd does, it was a disaster. So Wednesday night, it's like tense, dude. Everyone's like on eggshells. Thursday morning, bro, talk about a community that was so relieved, dude.
Everybody was relieved. And it wasn't even that people think I'm far right. I'm not fucking far right. I'm a traditional guy who's mostly middle of the road.
Yeah,
I'm just not crazy. I'm not crazy.
Yeah, I am. But but I kept telling him, like, I'm telling you, it's going to be a fucking...
What, Brennan's now saying he's far right. Why are you far right? Because all your friends got cancelled. Like, that's it. Because his friends got cancelled for being pieces of shit. That's why he's far right. That's basically it. His friends got cancelled for being pieces of shit and for maybe, potentially, allegedly committing some crimes. And they, rightfully so, lost some opportunities working, in mainstream media, whatever it may be. The same thing that they all think doesn't matter. and that's what turned him right? Or maybe the fact that when COVID was happening and we were all confused and no one knew what they were doing, they told people, hey, wear a mask. And he took that as an offense. He took that as a violation of his personal liberties during that crazy time when everyone was no one really knew what was going on. And that turned him far right. Or when they said, hey, you can't perform at comedy clubs. Now I'm far right. It's all self-serving. No, like, it's not even like, you know. Nothing's for the people. It's just, oh shit. They affected my way of life. Now I'm far right. Okay, bro. I guess
I am, but but I kept telling him, like, B, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a fucking landslide.
Yeah, you kept saying,
because when I work out every morning,
I like how he kept saying this stuff but never says it in public. So he was afraid to say it on record because he would get lambasted if it ended up not being true. But he says this all privately. He's too scared to say it on camera, though. I love that thing. Oh, I was saying, remember I told you, right? It's like, why didn't you just tell the podcast? You talk about politics on here. Why didn't you just announce it on here? What a weirdo.
4 years ago, it was like, I knew guys who were Trump people or Republicans, and they were always like scared to wear the red hats or the Trump hats or endorse it.
I've never seen Brendan wear a Trump hat ever. Maybe this war hat is his like way of wearing one, but Trump never was MAGA. He never said he never said it in a serious way. So the fact that now he's trying to act like, you know, because now I think it's like, big up the people who were Trumpers during the first term. If you were a Trump fan, if you were MAGA during, I respect you way more. Because that was when it was really difficult to be MAGA and to like stand and defend Trump when all the shit he was saying, doing during the first term. You deserve props. And sticking your neck out, losing jobs, having your family disown you, all this sort of crazy shit. Now it's easy. Now it's mainstream, basically. It's not that big of a deal. Now he's suddenly popping up and like, oh yeah, I'm far right. As Uche said, exactly, far redacted. It's fucking, honestly, this whole thing is just dumb anyway, man. Like, this is meant to be a comedy. Like, what is this show? What is this show, man? This guy LARPing as a mechanic, the fucking, you know, the cancelled comedian taking Trump's victory as a personal victory, as a sign that it might restart his career. Like, what is all this shit, man? Please make this funny. Let's add some levity. No one's coming in watching Tfatk for a political post-election breakdown. Please.
Sam, even though I'm like, dude, you're Mr. Trump. And then like about a month ago at the gym, I'm seeing more and more red hats. Trump shirts.
Buffalo.
I'm seeing flags.
Buffalo.
I'm seeing bumper stickers. And I was like, oh, you're not scared? So I started rocking mine. And then, what's up, brother? We got this. And there's like so many guys. Like,
what rocking mine? What have you got? Look at Callan's face, by the way. Look at Callan's face. I don't want any of my friends to ever look at me like that, ever. I don't want any of my friends who are adults with wives and children, you know, who are maybe approaching the age of 70 to ever look at me like that. Like, what is this? Like, have some shame, bro. Have some pride. Have a bit of an ego.
What's up, dude? What's it? And I was like, and that's in LA, proper LA? You guys aren't scared? My house, I have huge flags outside my house, you know? Well, my neighbor has the Walt Harris
past 4 years,
flag. I'm like,
yeah, for the past 4 years, it's been,
So you're allowed to have a flag, but they can't.
Azad looks at you like that.
You're so stupid.
Left has been so aggressively insulting and talking about shit Americans don't care about. Their agenda. The rest of us are trying to pay our bills, and their agenda is, and we need more men and women.
But how about they ran on, he's a Nazi? Nobody with a few brain cells believe that.
They're not creative.
No.
They read from the same script over.
What about a rapist? Does that not? Anyway, I'm not getting into it.
And over. That's what I said when I was doing PBD. I'm listening to Joy Reid talk about how he's a fascist and a Nazi. I'm like, you guys just repeat the same fucking words.
But also, he was president for 4 years already.
If you're gonna roast, be a better roaster.
But also, if you're gonna go on that narrative, oh, he's gonna separate kids from their families, and he's gonna make it this, and he's a dictator, and he's a Nazi, he's Hitler. That's if he didn't run for president. He already won already.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what's curious. I'll put on my tinfoil hat. Those 20 million votes, where'd those go? How'd Biden? Man, Biden won the most out of anyone ever. Where'd they? So 20 million people just didn't vote?
Interesting.
It's weird.
Interesting.
How weird? Come on now.
No, I agree.
And I'm not.
But I agree.
I'm like,
I
hey,
agree.
just give it up. You lost the election. Then you're like, well, where did those 20 million go?
Well, Republicans voted early this time.
I guess. What happened to those 20 million though?
Yeah, that's a
Just
very
they
good
lost
question.
20 million votes.
Because that's a small number. 20 million votes just disappeared.
Strange.
Interesting, right?
He got more votes than Obama.
I do gaze upon us as Callan would, for the athletic black man he is.
I'm not gonna comment. I'm not gonna comment.
Hillary Clinton. That's strange.
Isn't that interesting?
It's weird, huh?
Isn't that interesting?
It's hilarious. I'm just relieved.
We don't want to bore you guys with too much politics. We're just kind of like talking about.
No, we haven't seen each other.
Yeah, it's a big, but I'll tell you what, the Republicans control every chamber of the House, the Senate, and the executive, and really the judiciary. So they're going to be able to get things done, and it's going to be very interesting. It's a huge opportunity.
It's such a sigh of relief for our children, just for every
common sense, for fucking common sense.
Normalcy.
Yeah, normalcy.
The madness has stopped.
Yeah.
Your cancel culture, the woke shit, the DEI stuff, the weird.
How are they placing all this importance on an election? Like, how does this change? Huh? They have way too much faith in this shit, innit? Like, what? How is it gonna change everything? Like, even if the other person won, I don't understand why they're like. I get it. You wanted the guy to win, and you're happy, but it's like, a sigh of relief. Like, back to what? I guess.
Shit.
Elections didn't matter before, but now they do matter. All right, cool.
That's right.
I would actually love to know how often or how many times this guy's even voted in his life. I'd love to know. I bet he didn't even vote the last time. There's a part of me that thinks he didn't even vote the last time Trump won. I bet he didn't even vote then. And all of a sudden, you're wearing your MAGA hat and shit. Fuck off, man. Now it's easy to wear. You should have worn your MAGA hat when Kanye was wearing his. You should have wore it then. That was like a literal swastika. Now it's it's a piece of merch. Fuck off, man. You don't get any reps for that.
This crap. We're going to look back in 20 years like, oh my God. Can you believe?
Yeah, bad ideas will always come rearing back, though.
It's going to be tougher now.
But colleges, like everything else, those kids now they get aware. They're like, yeah, these kids are like, I don't want to learn this bullshit.
I'll also say this, then we'll get off politics. I'm glad it's over.
Me too.
I'm so sick of it. Even as a Trump guy, I'm so sick of all of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah. I am too.
All of it.
Can we watch this video real quick?
Yeah.
Dana White.
I loved his speech.
Nobody deserves.
Oh, look at the face. Look at the glare. Look at the glare on Papa's face when Dana came on the screen. Did you see that?
All of it.
Can we watch this video real quick?
Yeah.
Dana White.
I loved his speech.
Oh. He always says, oh yeah, I'm cool with Dana. We're fine. We're blessed. I got no problem. But that was rage, bro. Look at the disgust on his face seeing Dana on that stage with with Donald Trump. I can do your job, Dana. You can't do mine. While Dana is just like skyrocketing out of the fucking atmosphere. Yo, bigger, Austin Casey.
TBF, that is a Marvin Hagler, Dustin Poirier war hat, not a Trump hat.
Didn't they say it's a banned war? Big up Austin Casey. Didn't they say so it's not, hold on. War band hat. Hey, not hey. It must be hat. The band war. This is the band that everyone's saying is part of, right? And it's a Marvin Hagler. Oh, the logo's a bit different though. The logo's a bit different. War is an American R&B and progressive band from Long Beach. Oh, R&B band. Really? Best known for the several hits as Spill the Wine, The World is a Ghetto, The Cisco Kid, a musical crossover band. War became known for its electric blend of funk, soul, and rock. Wow, this sounds fucking sick. I've never heard of War. Really? Oh no, I've heard of them. Yeah, I've watched clips of this on YouTube. I've definitely seen. I think I've seen this particular one here. This, I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. And what is it? It's Marvin Hagler merch. Really? Whoa, Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler, really? Oh, really? That's from the iconic video. Wow. So he's trying to wear this as like a cop out. I don't respect this, because he's not wearing this because of Marvin Hagler. He's wearing this as a cop out because he's afraid of wearing the MAGA hat. Like, he's still too pussy to wear the MAGA hat. It's like fucking, what's his name? It's like Elon Musk. Elon doesn't get any ratings because you're wearing a black on black MAGA hat. Nah, wear the red one, bro. Put it on. Put it on. Have some balls. Put on the red hat. With the red hat with the white font. Don't put the fucking black on black with the goth script where you can't really make it out. Nah. Either you wear the hat or you don't. Like, let's not do this fucking half-stepping shit. This stolen valor shit. I didn't know this. Oh, it's a Marvin Hagler hat. And Dustin Poirier wore it. What's the Dustin Poirier connection to this? Dustin Poirier. Is that how I forgot how you spell his name. Is it that? Poirier? Oh, he wore it too. Cool. Well, doesn't it, knowing how Dustin Poirier fights, doesn't that hat bang way more on him? Honestly. Doesn't that hat bang? Doesn't it sit well? Doesn't it make more sense on the head of Dustin Poirier than fucking Brendan Schaub in his fucking fake mechanic shirt? Like, he earns that. Like, that hat was made for Dustin Poirier. You know, that was made for him. He is a god of war, basically. Like, come on, man. Come on. Yeah, big up that. Exactly, Daniel. There's no way. Exactly. Too many black people involved there. Yo, big up Angel Ranger. What do you mean, AZ? He made Tfatk MAGA merch. Yeah, big up Uche. Yeah, the black MAGA hat does look better, but that's a problem. It's not as like charged. I think if you want to be a MAGA guy, you should be a MAGA guy properly. But let's not like do the easy thing and make it black on black. No. Red hat, white font. Like, go. And call Trump your dad. Like, go full Kanye. Then you'll get my respect. Just wearing a black on black fucking Elon Musk. What's that? What's the Elon hat? It's black on black, right? Elon Musk MAGA hat. He's got a special edition one. Nah, lame. Oh, he did wear the red hat. No, that's a Photoshop. He didn't wear that. But yeah, this is easy. Anyone can do this. Anyone can do that. Look at this picture, man. Honestly, they call him Dork MAGA, innit? It's fucking hilarious. So look at this picture. When they eventually fall out, I'm so here for it, bros, brothers and sisters. Then when these guys eventually end up falling out, because it's gonna happen. When these guys eventually end up falling out, and Trump starts calling this guy names, right, and starts impersonating him or giving him a fucking nickname that is gonna really stick and hurt his feelings, and you know, I'm here for it. I'm here for it so much. Let's continue.
Nobody deserves this more than him, and nobody deserves this more than his family does. This is what happens when the machine comes after you. What you've seen over the last several years, this is what it looks like. Couldn't stop him. He keeps going forward. He doesn't quit. He's the most resilient, hard-working man I've ever met in my life. His family are incredible people. This is karma, ladies and gentlemen. He deserves this. They deserve it as a family. I want to thank some people real quick. I want to thank the Nelk Boys, Aiden Ross,
Brendan Schaub, Fighting the Kid.
Fighter and the Kid. What?
Last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan. Wow. And thank you, America. Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah, big up Ooch.
Elon is going to be Trump's BGL, mark my words.
He's going to start saying how he's not that smart. Because Elon loves saying that about people, innit? I've spoken to him many times privately, not that smart. He's going to start revealing, yeah, exactly. That's a good one. Elon's going to be Trump's BGL. Oh god, I can't wait until they break up. I really can't wait. Big up, Ooch.
Yeah, Dana's on it. He knows what's up.
Can we just for a second look at where we're at? That Dana White and Joe Rogan are standing next to the President of the United States.
Incredible. Joe wasn't there, right?
No, Joe wasn't there. But you guys know what I mean.
Joe Rogan, Theo Vaughn.
Theo Vaughn and the Nelk Boys.
Busting with the boys.
And busting with the boys.
Love those guys. Love those guys.
I've known those guys
and what does that
before
say to
anyone knew who they were.
Let's also relax with all this stuff. Like, it's like, I get it. Like, it's not that unexpected, is it? They were flirting with this guy for a while. Like, why are they acting as if, like, if this would have happened during the first term, fair enough. Like, let's relax. Like, podcasting has been big for ages. That's why Rogan got that big Spotify deal. Podcasting is essentially mainstream media anyway. It's alternative mainstream media, but it's mainstream media. Let's relax. Let's relax with, oh my god, the president is like, it's like they go on the show because you've got a big audience. Like, yeah, exactly. Big up Ruben Rivera. It's 2024, not 1924. It's like let's chill out a little bit. Let's relax. And saying that, you don't know Rogan. Like, honestly, like, yeah, I don't know.
You did.
Yeah,
you did, Bubba.
Those are my guys.
Yeah, you did.
What
Those
does
are your
that
guys.
say to
I love seeing them.
You knew. Hey,
a lot.
You knew Theo before anybody knew.
Yes.
His name was.
Yep.
You were the one. People need to know that you were the one who said we were doing stand up. Theo was killing it. We did it. We all did a. I don't remember that. It was in Arizona.
Arizona, Phoenix.
Phoenix. We were all doing 20 minutes each. Nobody knew who Theo was, and you said, he's going to blow up.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do a podcast with him.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yo, that's classic Brendan, by the way. This guy's gonna blow up. He's really good. He's really funny. I'm gonna latch myself onto him. What a crazy thing to admit. Brendan seeing Theo like, yeah, this guy's going places. I'm gonna stand next to him. No, I'm gonna give him what opportunities to be successful, to do whatever. This is fucking incredible way to admit, or try to give yourself a pat on the back while also making it look like you are a clout chaser. Oh, fucking incredible.
And you were the one who said, let's do a podcast. And
yeah, exactly. Big up aside.
Thanks
Exactly.
for Brian letting us know that Brendan leached onto a talent and did nothing but hold back his career.
Exactly.
Made it with or
he would have made it 100%. But at the same time, let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
All good.
Love him.
Dude.
Why can't you just say, like, you helped him become, you played a part in his podcast? Because they did. Don't get me wrong. Frying the Kid did play a part in Theo's podcasting success and shit, right? But to say that you're responsible for him being who he is now is fucking crazy. You played A-Roll the same way Rogan played A-Roll. The same way that Bobby Lee played A-Roll. All these podcasts he was on played A-Roll in Theo being who he is now. But for Brendan to take credit, it's fucking crazy. Especially considering how quickly Theo got away from Brendan when it didn't make business sense. Like, have they even been pictured together ever since he left fucking King and the Sting? Have they even had a picture together? Maybe I think when he went to the baby thing, but I think he almost felt bad, so he kind of went the following kind of thing. I don't know. But, like, how? He doesn't even want to talk to you anymore. He doesn't want to be around you. He didn't come on the show. He didn't come on the 1000 episode. Like, I don't know.
How Tony Hinchcliffe was sweating bullets.
Yeah, he was
the left and the right would have just pushed this narrative like he's the reason they lost.
He was sweating. He was really worried.
By the way, I dislike the Tony Hinchcliffe angle, especially Rogan. Rogan didn't want to joke and laugh about that Tony Hinchcliffe thing, maybe costing Trump the election, because as his friend, the moment he won, now all of a sudden it's okay to laugh at it and to say how much Tony was sweating. It's like, nah, fuck off. Yo, big up Assad.
Baba brought Theo home from the local animal shelter and breastfed him back to
Exactly,
health.
exactly. Rocked him to sleep, the whole shebang. Fuck off, man.
He was very much worried. But guess what? Puerto Ricans voted in record numbers.
No, everyone fell for the same stupid stuff. That no legit person is on the fence.
I'm going to change my vote
Wait,
now.
he brought on Tony Hinchcliffe, a comedian. He said this about Puerto Ricans.
I'm going to change my vote
now. I'm changing my no.
Hold on. So a regular Puerto Rican person wouldn't get offended at what Tony, like, So they want to basically live in a world where you can say what you want and face no repercussions. Like, no one should ever get offended by what you say, even if what you say is offensive. Because the joke was bad, and maybe some people thought it was offensive. No, let's say the joke was unfunny, was not funny, and maybe some people could think it's offensive, and that might sway how they vote, which they have every right to. Because I saw many people on the right also weren't happy about it either. People that were in the audience, in the crowd, said, yeah, we didn't like it. I like how he's trying to spin it into some sort of like bipartisan thing. It's like, I think both sides were saying it was a bad joke, and mostly the people that were there didn't really like how it sat, you know, with them. But hey, what do I know? Yeah, big up Austin Casey. Wild one.
Just think how much it hurts Bopper to see the Rogan's comedy community having the best time in Austin. It hurts him so much he had to quit comedy and pretend to be a car guy.
Now you've mentioned that. Surely, like, am I the only person? Again, maybe I'm thinking too deeply about this. Big up Austin Casey. Think about this. It's almost as if, think about this. Please think about this. It's almost as if the Brendan Schaub era of hanging around with Rogan doesn't even exist. It didn't happen. So much has happened since his moment in the sun, being around Rogan, being a part of that Rat Pack. People don't even remember, unless you're plugged into this whole like Bappaverse, like how we are, us losers. Most people probably are paying the most attention to Rogan now. So if ever there was a time to be Rogan's friend, if ever there was a time to be part of Rogan's inner circle, it's now. Now's when there's big money, big opportunities, big attention, like attention all over the place, opportunities, non-stop, unlimited opportunities. And Brendan is missing all of it. All of it. He's watching it just roll on by. He gets given charity crumbs for the fucking fight companion, but he's not on those stages. All these politicians are not coming on his show. Big guests, big comedy. Like, no one gives a fuck. All the big comedy special promo runs, no one's doing it through Tfatk anymore. It almost feels as if, like, maybe, he got obviously a good thing out of being a friend of Rogan because he's got a career for life and he's been made a multi-millionaire from it. But it's also, it must be heartbreaking because it's like, maybe the best time to be Rogan's friend is now as opposed to back then when he was friends with Rogan, because that was more of podcasting was probably not as popular as it is now. Now it's to the point where it's like people are saying it's influencing elections and shit. It's influencing politics in general. God damn, that's gotta hurt.
No, you're running with the narrative. It's the news thing for the day. Figure it out, man.
That's right.
It had nothing to do with the election.
The internet's not real. How about that?
No, none of that's real.
The internet's not real.
None of it's real.
You know what I mean? You realize
it's
it.
real.
It is quite real, bro. The internet is real because Toho's allegedly de-invested you because the internet's real. The internet maybe torpedoed your acting career. The internet is pretty real. People who say the internet isn't real are the ones that suffered some of the real consequences of the internet. That's a really funny bit about it. Don't you think so? The internet isn't real. Oh, really? What about your acting career?
Like, this is not real.
Well, because if no one reacts to that, they don't have a story for the day. They have nothing to push, no content to push.
Yeah.
So you just got to realize it's just the algorithm.
All that outrage.
Everyone's playing the rhythm. Everyone's just playing the game.
That's right.
It's not going to...
Everyone's playing the rhythm. The algorithm. Everyone's playing the rhythm.
Algorithm.
All that outrage.
Everyone's playing the rhythm. Everyone's just playing the game.
What?
That's right.
It's not going to sway an election.
It's just such a...
This election was decided way before this.
Yes.
There's a left, there's a right. No one's like, let me just figure it out. Let me hear Kamala's debate against Trump. Kamala made some good...
So what is he saying then? I don't understand what he's saying. The election was decided way before this. When was it decided? It wasn't decided based on what they said in the polls. No, what they said in debates. Wasn't decided on what gaffes they said on stage. Wasn't decided by some interview they gave, lack of policy. All these things didn't decide the election. What did decide it then? What is he talking about? I don't understand.
Good points. I'm going to go with her. No, everyone already decided long ago.
When did they decide? When?
And most people decide because they're so sick of this weird woke virus that the Democrats.
It is a woke.
So what did they decide? When did they decide then? Like when? When was the decision? When? What? When did that decision happen? Was it when the Joker 2 was made? When was it decided? Please, precisely.
Mind virus.
Yes.
All right.
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
You missed a good time at SEMA, buddy. Not really your thing, but
well, what I did
Small electric
after
car.
the PBD live stream, I got 2 hours of sleep, got on a plane to come back and do the podcast. It's all good because I got to see my kids.
Canceled. I know.
Not the algorithm, the ego rhythm, Zinga Nation, baby, the nation of Zingbathi stand tall.
The algorithm. You're fucking stupid, I swear to God. The algorithm, Zinga Nation, baby. You're so dumb, I swear to God. You're so dumb.
But those wins.
The wins, I know. Yeah. And where the Fires were, T had a game, a tournament right where the Fires were.
Damn.
And the Fire...
Did it get canceled? Or did they play
No,
the
they
game?
still played. And the Fire, there's a fire 2 miles from us yesterday, picked back up.
Wow.
Helicopters put it out. T had a game though, bud. T had a game.
He did?
Yeah, T had a game. He had
Really?
a ball. Yeah. He had a home run, a triple, 6 strikeouts.
Wow.
Honestly, it's telling your friends stuff like this about your kids is just like, man. No one gives a fuck, man. I'm getting weirdly close to saying like, yeah.
He's balling.
Damn.
He's balling. Kid's balling. He's sick today though, not cool.
He is?
Yeah, just a fever.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
Yeah, you get, excited, doesn't sleep enough. Boom.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, just, kids get sick, dude. That's what kids do.
Stipe looks,
That's an old picture.
Why is he not accepting that maybe the kid being up all hours of the night with his dad might have, contributed to him being sick? Kids get sick, dude. That's what they do. Dogs, Dogs being dogs, kids being kids. We're not even trying to find out why he got sick. Just, he got sick, innit? Okay. Great dad, never met him.
That's an old picture. Steve is jacked right now.
He is?
Yes.
I hope he's helping himself out there. That's, yeah.
I'm with Bisbing on this. So it says Bisbing doesn't appreciate the lack of respect for Stipe against John. I think it's going to be a much tougher fight than people think.
Stipe is one of the greats.
By the way, let's clip that for when John Jones just absolutely runs through Stipe. It's going to be a much tougher... let's clip that when John Jones just does a fucking Cyril gun on Stipe. Let's clip that.
I would say the greatest American heavyweight of all time.
He's incredible.
UFC heavyweight of all time.
Yeah.
In
his prime.
You give him 4 years. He's been able to recover, get his body right. He works his ass off. He's been waiting for this. It's not going to be an easy fight.
No.
I think it goes 3 or 4 rounds, maybe 5. I think John gets it done, but this ain't a walk in the park.
His striking is...
This is like but I hate that kind of people that do that sort of stuff where you say he obviously wants Stipe to win, but then he's also protecting his back by saying, but John's gonna win. It's like no. This choose one or the other. Like you don't get to fucking spread your bet across. Like fuck off, man. Like
something else. His wrestling is, he was a D1 wrestler, wasn't he?
Yeah, Cleveland State.
Yeah. He's a very big, athletic man.
He's going to have
and he'll punch you in the face.
He's going to have a much bigger, I think, advantage when it comes to the power, and he's a natural heavyweight. Like, it's not an easy fight, man. 100%. Everyone just riding.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the fight. And I'm gonna actually make an effort to record it and clip this together if it plays out the way I think it's going to play out. Everyone's thinking Stipe John Jones is going to win. I love this. This prediction is going to be a Hall of Famer. Let's see.
Off assuming John's going to walk through him. I'm telling you, you're off.
I agree 100%.
Now, if John does, good God, how fucking good is he? But I just don't see that happening.
Well,
we'll see.
How old is Stipe?
He's 100 in fight years, but it doesn't matter.
42.
He's 42.
Still young.
What'd you say?
42.
He's
still young.
He's not young.
No. 40.
Chin saying Stipe is 42 is still young because Chin is 47 and he thinks he's still young. That's basically why he's saying that. Chin trying desperately to tell himself that he's still young because he's 47, you know? Oh, I love fucking Chin, man.
42 is
In 5 years,
that's tough.
Yeah, it's very tough.
Yeah, that's very different. It's been 4 years since he's fought.
Hey, yo.
How the hell can he say that about a guy that hasn't fought in 4 years and is old AF?
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot Stipe was still signed to the UFC. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly thought he was still not signed. I thought he got dropped or cut time ago or whatever. Honestly, I was surprised, or maybe retired. I didn't even know he was still an active fighter on the UFC fucking roster. Fucking crazy. Bill, what's the case here?
His last fight, he got knocked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Badly. I think by Francis Ngannou.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was so badly.
But he has time. And if you want to bet on it, if you want to bet on Stipe, I think you should take John in the over. The over is 1.5 rounds. You can parlay those two. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use the code FIGHTER. That's code FIGHTER for new customers to get 200 bonus bets when you bet just $5. Buckaroos only at DraftKings. The crown is yours. I like Jake Paul as well. Via decision, I think goes all the rounds.
DraftKings sponsor, huh? So another sponsor comes in to save the day and keep the lights on. A DraftKings sponsor. I think this is like a new edition. I don't think this is like this is an old thing. I think this is a new edition.
You do
Jake
think
Paul
he goes
wins?
all rounds?
I think it's hard to pick, right? I don't know. Are they
I don't know what's
buddies?
gonna happen.
Is it a legit fight?
Right.
Tyson looks in insane shape. You know?
Well, Tyson-
In the countdowns, Tyson doesn't really seem to be playing any games.
Right. If he cuts the ring off, he's gonna. Do you see that Jake bought him a
Pigeon?
expensive pigeon? He goes, "I'm gonna feed him to my hawk."
Yeah, he said this pigeon ain't shit. He's like, this ain't an expensive pigeon. Jake's like, it's not. He's like, no. He's like, I'm gonna feed this thing to my hawk. This thing's trash. I'm interested.
I'm interested.
I'm curious how it does.
I mean, I think there are a couple things about Tyson. Tyson's still a very good technical boxer. Tyson is also very good at protecting himself. Tyson can also catch angles. He might be 60, but if he gets you in the corner, he's a strong man, and he can put his gloves on your
Jake's
face.
just so much younger, man.
Yeah, and Jake
and
hits
then,
hard.
And then we also forget Tyson fought Roy Jones, and that was a disaster.
Yeah,
That was like
I don't know what
4
kind of
fights for him,
shape he
man.
was in then versus now, but Father Time accelerates.
4 years ago, Brian.
Yeah.
So you think he's faster?
I don't.
No.
No. Hey guys, very quickly.
I love how Brian completely changed his mind as soon as fucking Brendan pinned him down.
This Sunday at 1:00 at the Irvine Improv, I am doing stand-up for children who are majorly neurodivergent. 1:00, watch football.
That's a punishment. I'm not gonna
Try bet on something simple.
make a comment on that one. I'm not gonna make a comment.
Or visit CCP1 and over.
Okay.
It's
What would you?
But
What would? Like, how would you fake this, or how would you make an exhibition? Like, how do you do that with boxing? Because you're hitting each other.
You're hitting with Roy. It was like
Body,
It was like
right?
hard, live to the body, to the head. You take it easy.
Really?
Yep. There's ways around. You can figure it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'd take Jake in the over.
Well, Jake hits very hard. That I saw Better Beef. Was there something about? Is that bullshit? Better Beef was like, I'll fight him, and I hope Jake's not going to try to fight him. That's different.
What'd you see on TikTok or some shit?
No, Better Beef was talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not real.
No.
I mean, yeah, I don't. It's weird. I'll watch. I'm all for it. I'll watch. Hopefully Jake does well. You know, there has to be a bigger play there, but it's interesting. Would you bet on Mike to win?
I just don't. I think Jake is a big, strong kid who hits really hard and is training hard and in earnest. He's athletic. He's not a bad boxer.
He's not a great boxer.
No.
But
it'll be interesting. I want to see if Tyson.
Let's say it is a real fight. Tyson is in better shape than Roy Jones, and Tyson knows he has 3 rounds to get it done.
He's a much better fighter, much better boxer by far.
That's an understatement.
And he can understand your patterns. He can see what you're doing.
One of the greatest of all time. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's a highly educated boxer. And so I think
I like how they're both acting like they work for some sort of like big media sports network agency. Like, is it really that hard to just say, yeah, this is a bullshit fight. It's probably fixed. It's probably a money grab. But it's going to be quite entertaining. I'm curious to see how Tyson's going to fight. But this isn't a real fight. I'm curious to see him in the ring, sorry, and see what he looks like and see him throw punches, but this isn't a legit fight. Why are they being so coy and vague and cautious and walking? It's like, bruh, no one gives a fuck what you say. Jake Paul's not gonna like go on social media like, is that you're not that important. Like, I don't know why they're acting like as if, oh, if they say it's fake, then everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, they've revealed the big secrets. Like, it's gonna be a bit of a shit show. We know. It's just what it is. Like, come on, bro.
That I can see Tyson closing distance, and
I could see him put him down with a body shot.
Yes.
Sure. I could see going back and forth too.
Yeah.
I could see him knocking Jake out if he catches him.
Yes.
If it's a real fight, and
he
he catches him.
100% has the power to
Yeah,
knock
exactly.
him out.
What happens to
Exactly.
Jake
Big up,
Beasley?
yeah, I just seen Coiler straight. Exactly. Big up Coiler. Just say what he think is fit, Callan. You spineless rat. Exactly. That's such a great description of Callan. The spineless rat. And be like young old vibes. Better be better than the Dylan Dennis debacle. Oh, don't remind me of that one. Didn't Dylan recently offer somebody to fight? Who did Dylan Dennis say he wanted to fight? And the comments on Reddit on Twitter just destroyed him. Like, we don't want anywhere near boxing ring. I think he called somebody out, somebody recently, and social media just destroyed him. Like, go away, man. We don't want to hear from you again. It was fucking brutal. Dylan Dennis completely disappeared, by the way. I think that was quite humbling as well. I think he's not the same person. He's definitely not as cocky or as like braggadocious as he once was.
Tyson, like cold, like
I think all of us cheer because it's Mike Tyson, and I think Jake lives to fight another day, and we love them both more in a way, you know. Because
I don't think Jake gets the love. I think no matter what happens, he can get so much hate from this, but I don't think he cares.
Really?
Because
yeah, for me,
because he gets knocked out. You got to realize, like, you're not the fan base, like the younger audience who don't like Jake. No, they're just gonna be making fun of him. Oh, you lost a 58-year-old. You know, you stop doing it, you know?
I just, when I think of Jake, I think...
That's what makes it fun, though, bro. Some people aren't ruled by fear and by what comments would say. That's why he's so rich, because he leans into it. Like, Brendan not understanding, that's why that kid is so successful, despite being very much unliked. It's like, because he leans into it. He leans into the fact that he's hated, puts himself on the line, puts himself in harm's way. And if it doesn't happen, he gets to fight another day and put his middle finger up at the haters, which he always does. He gloats a lot about when he wins against some of these washed up UFC MMA legends guys. He doesn't act like he's not very humble about his victories, despite who he fights and their level. So, that's why he makes the big bucks. That's why Jake Paul makes the big bucks.
Think of the fact that the guy gets in the ring, he spars and trains, and and that's really hard to do. It is. And it's hard. He is taking fights. And you can say what you want, but he fought.
See, I like
Anderson
Jake Paul
Silva.
by decision.
You do?
Plus 320, yeah. And over 6.5 rounds.
How many rounds is the fight?
8.
8. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
The silence in the studio.
I know this.
Everyone, I don't know. Everyone pretending that. Come on, man. Just say your opinion. It's not that deep, bro. God Almighty.
I wouldn't bet on it.
No.
And if I would, I'd bet on the younger kid if it's a real fight.
They're literally acting like mainstream media. They're doing the thing that they hate mainstream media do, where they don't give their opinions and they protect their fucking connects and stuff. Fucking hell.
Right. Yeah.
Because your reaction time, your
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many bets are?
But Tyson in that peekaboo style is hard to hurt. You can jab him and do all kinds of stuff, but
I just don't know what version of Tyson we're getting. So
you're going to get caught with elbows. If you're in there dirty boxing with Tyson, man, he's a strong man. Yeah,
20 years ago, it'd be a problem.
Jesus
Christ, 20 years ago, that's a different
Tyson's a
conversation.
strong man. Okay,
58,
bro.
and had to cancel the fight.
Great
to
analysis.
stomach holsters. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. I don't see all the money.
Yeah.
Name amount, all the money. That's why they're doing it.
Worth it. I think it would be real. I think it's going to be a real fight. I think.
I don't know. I don't know. That's why it's hard to. That's why I'm taking Jake in the over. I don't know. I think Stipe's going to put on a hell of a performance.
You do?
I'm not. You know what I hate more about? Callan, apart from the fucking sandals, are these obnoxiously long drawstrings on his hoodie. Like, this is stuff that this is like, you can tell this is a set that he bought in like a supermarket or something. This is definitely something from a fucking convenience store. Like, what the fuck is this hoodie? Why are the strings on it so long? Like, why? Why do they go all the way down to the belly button, almost? Like, why do you need drawstrings that long? This definitely came in a multi-pack. This hoodie and that green shirt thing definitely came in a multi-pack for sure. 100% has to come in a multi-pack. 100%.
Yep, I think Bo Nicholas. I don't think Stipe wins, but I think
Bo Nicholas fighting who again?
Paul
Brazilian
Craig.
guy?
No,
Oh, Paul Craig.
Craig.
Paul Craig's jiu-jitsu is nasty.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the Rotolo fight?
I did not.
He looked good.
He looked good.
Was it MMA or was it jiu-jitsu?
MMA.
Yeah, MMA.
He beat the dude up and then darts choked him. He looked
Really?
Great. Yeah.
His
He
striking looked
fantastic.
good?
Yeah, he looked good, man.
Wow.
Guaranteed pay. Jake Paul, guaranteed $40 million. That's why you do it. Mike Tyson, that's why you do it.
insane.
Oh.
If that's legit, but yeah.
Look, Jake Paul's a sturdy fucking kid, man. He's a strong boy.
Any more analysis about it?
Big head.
Strong.
Big head, big Germanic.
Mike
those
Tyson
kids
can
are
punch.
fucking
Any more
strong.
analysis?
No, he's not.
Jake is probably stronger than his brother, right? Would you say?
Yeah. More explosive, more knockout power.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The whole thing's weird. Yeah, Rutolo looked good.
Word.
Beat the dude up and then flew into a darts choke. Boom.
He's an athletic kid, man. Good for him.
Watch this. This guy's like, I'm gonna go for a single leg. Cool story.
I'm not gonna lie as well. I don't know about you, but this obsession they all have with like martial arts and combat sports as well is so cringy and inauthentic as well. It almost feels as if like they're trying to use that as a way to kind of prove how much of men they are. Like, oh, we're men, we're alphas. It's like because we like to like watch people fight. It's like, do you actually like watching it? Do you actually enjoy it, or you like what it signifies? You're big up Austin Casey.
So does Sanaz know who the Rotolo brothers are, or did she watch the fight in bed with Bobna after sex?
You know what the answer is. You know what the answer is. You know what the answer is. You know they had Stream East on the fucking laptop while they were bussing. You know they had that Stream East fucking link up while they were bussing. You know what the answer is there. You don't even need to tell you.
Yoinkums Darcy Day.
Oh man, look at that. That's an anaconda, isn't it? Or Darce?
Darce.
Wow. Jesus.
That's Brendan's move.
He gets
Filthy.
everybody in that Darce.
Filthy, right?
All the way through.
All right, Chins.
Like
Relax
through
with
the
the
arm
sucker,
and
no?
up this way, and then you grab this. Damn.
God, 40 million. Who wins you fight for 40 million?
I'd
40
fight
million?
you in a heartbeat.
I'd kill you and your mom for 40.
I would punch you right in the fucking face. I would actually go hard too.
Yeah, 40 mil? Yeah. But even with that, see, I didn't know it was that much. If you don't, hey, Tyson, I'm going to fuck you up, but you're going to get 20 million. Tyson's like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, I was on stage with at the PVD thing with Michael Chandler, who looks great.
Yeah.
He's been training, and then
That's all
Jorge
he's been
Masvidal showed up too. He's
Yeah,
awesome.
Jorge's a big Trump
Fucking
guy.
great. He said hi to you, and
Yeah.
he said something about you. Are you doing something with him?
Yeah, I fly Wednesday to do Game Bread.
That's it.
I'm the
That's it.
commentator for
That's
Game
right.
Bread.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Me and
that's
Robin
great.
Black are the commentators. It's a
Love
good
it.
card, too.
Robin
Kevin
Black?
Lee. Yeah.
I like Robin Black.
Yeah, it's me and him as the commentators.
Good
we did
guy.
one before. It's great.
Good for him.
So it's happening today then, Wednesday. Does it say Wednesday? It's happening today.
Too.
Robin
Kevin
Black?
Lee. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Me and
that's
Robin
great.
Black are the to do Game Bread.
That's
I'm
it.
The, I'm the
That's
commentator
it.
for
That's
Game
right.
Bread.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Well, Wednesday. Is it Wednesday?
Michael Chandler, who looks great.
Yeah.
He's been training, and then
That's all
Jorge
he's been doing.
Masvidal showed up too. He's
Yeah,
awesome.
Jorge's a big Trump
Fucking
guy.
great. He said hi to you, and
Yeah.
he said something about you. Are you doing something with him?
Yeah, I fly Wednesday to do Game Bread.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it.
Okay, cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, brothers and sisters. I got to bounce. Bedtime for work in the morning. So I appreciate you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause it here, and we're going to carry on with this tomorrow. We're going to carry on this tomorrow. When I come back, I'll carry on and we'll finish this episode of Tfatk. And then we obviously do the next one. And I'll do another stream of Random Show on Thursday because of the second episode they're going to be dropping. So we'll do it then. All right, people? But yeah, what time, bro? Oh, same time. So I'll do my Taz earlier. So I'll probably do the Random Show like at the same time I did Taz. So that'll be about 10, 11 p.m. my time. So check back then. I'll make sure I get something scheduled. Don't worry. I'll make sure I get something scheduled this time around. so not to be dumb. But big up everyone in the stream chat. Like the stream for me, please. Appreciate you. Please like the stream. So it'll be about 10 to 11, or actually I'll put it at 10 just in case I come late, so I can push it back to 11. So I'll schedule it now before I sleep. But big up everybody. Appreciate you. Make sure you like the stream down below if you can. That'd be much appreciated. Like the stream, please. What, A Martinez, you should add what? Add Robin Black set. Nah, I'm alright on Robin Black, bro. I'm all set on that guy, man. I'm all set on Robin Black. Yeah, passionate dude, but not for me. Not for me. But yeah, I know what you mean. He's funny, but I can't do it. That's exactly as a big nation. Exactly. Uche, don't encourage these people, please. Uche, don't encourage these people, man. These nations things they're getting on my nerves already, man. Don't encourage these guys, man. Don't encourage. Big nation. It's fucking insane. Yeah, it really is. But anyway, whatever. Fuck these guys, man. Fuck all you hoes. Big up everybody. Appreciate you a lot. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys later, innit? I'll see you guys later. We'll be here later.